Yeah. I don't know. I just know that it boosts up your fucking shit. I just know just activating a parry and then using like most of the skills will end up making them stronger. I know that whirlwind one's pretty fucking. You can just end up boosting yourself by just repeating it, and if you throw whirl or the tornadoes into it at its strongest, the tornadoes will come out stronger. Yeah, use the tornadoes. Tornado and the whirlwind work together, and then I've heard like tornado's probably the best move. Oh really? Yeah. Well, that's the whole point, dude. I don't really get how you're gonna nerf shit on a non-PvP game. I'm at Lachlan. They've actually before you started playing, they fixed a lot of shit and reverted it back to normal. And that most recent patch, if you read it, they reverted a lot of enemies' health and shit back. They say they did anyway. Let me say, hold on, let me pull it up. Mystery box, cool. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, it says upcoming changes. Maybe they haven't made them yet, but this is the patch notes that were released with that patch a few days ago. And that's stupid. Their chaos inoculation now prevents bleeding. So now you can't stack bleeding with chaos. Hmm. Oh, where did I read these patch? Where did I read these patch notes? Yeah, I was reading the whole thing about how they were like, oh, here it is. Back on April 6th. They said something. They're changing it back to where minions gain life normally, how they did before, but in the end game they start gaining less life. Yeah. And then monster's life too high. One of the first things we looked at considering clear speed concerns was the monster life curve. We found that monster life through most of the campaign after Act 1 was probably too high. We have made adjustments to lower monster life by 25% through most of the campaign, and this change has been deployed already. Second issue we found was that life bonus on rare minions was incredibly high. One of these reasons why this feels particularly bad is because these monsters are still white, but had more life than blue monsters. This calibrates players' expectations incorrectly and makes rare fights harder than they should be. So they proved that back to 0.1.0, which lowers rare minions' life by about 60%. And then they yeah. It's alright. Yeah. I can't even really think of a game. Yeah. It, there should be an option to where you can skip at least the first campaign and just get automatic levels and shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are a whole bunch of leftists. What do you expect? Yeah. Just because the maps change doesn't mean it makes it fun. In fact, it makes it less fun with the maps changing, honestly, because you don't have shit fucking memorized, so you can't just fucking beeline through it. Follow the spirits, bro. Spirit mechanic's actually kind of cool. I like it. Oh, you don't clear stuff with it. I just follow it until it gets to the end and then fucking do it. And then clear everything. I didn't realize you joined up. Yeah, I was still killing shit. I was still killing shit. Didn't even realize I was in the party. That's why that's why I was like, huh? I didn't even realize. I'm just sitting here just killing random shit, waiting for you to join. Oh, right, dude. Yeah. Oh god, I don't even know how I'm gonna get to you. I went the wrong way. You're doing pretty alright. Ooh, that was a 4, bro? Nice. Oh, there's the arena. Wow, it spawned me on this checkpoint, but I didn't even see the arena. Oh. Oh. Oh! That was almost the end for me. Ow. He's throwing fucking rocks at me. Didn't even really hurt either. It was just more of an inconvenience. Have a rock hit me in the fucking face.
At least he died in a place he loved. Or some nonsense.
What do you mean? It's feeling a little bit better now. I do feel like before I wasn't doing this much damage. Just don't know what fucking skills to be putting on this. What do I need? What do I need to put on Flame Wall again? How do you get that? I can't find the Flaming Skulls as a support gem. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was. Okay, but yeah, I got Fortress on already. I just need the other one. Yeah, that cast is deep. Yeah. But it's gonna be fucking running through my mana. Alright, so we're running back to town now? What are we doing? I thought that was it. Well, you're the one with the quest. I'm following you. Ooh, actually, I need to do something real quick. I gotta run to town. Well, fuck, never mind. Cause that robe's like level 23. Man, I found a unique robe that's gonna be perfect for this fucking character on my other account. And I'm using it right now on that other account, but I want to get it on here. But I just remember it's probably like level 23 or something. The terrain's dangerous, man. What do you mean? Is he in here? Why? Oh, no, that's the dude who was in here we were talking to the other day that I was playing with. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I'll lose the other people so easy. And the map just covering everything.
My beloved son.
My dearest.
Hey, my secret lair's
beloved.
gonna be here soon. Fucking hide.
Rest
My secret lair, Deadpool. Kind of sad, bro. They were reselling for 150, but they've gone down to like 70. I bought 2 of them, one to resell. Hopefully it'll skyrocket in price soon again. Yeah. This is what I was just killing earlier. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, go up here. Davin's fucking cemetery is up here. To the right. Alright, got it. Found. I don't have the other bitches found yet, though. Well, it's nice, fun late game, apparently. Yeah, it was me too. And then they nerfed it to shit. And I feel it's more difficult than Ranger because you have to concentrate on getting Spirit as well on your items. Help! Help! I got a bear over here. He's cornering me. Why are y'all just fucking shooting me over here? I'm taking care of this fucking shit over here. God damn, this dude. This is fucking tanking everything. Yeah, bro, I went and got my ascendancy. Bro, it took me one try, and I got hit once the entire fucking time. Literally, I was losing because no one else could fucking not get hit. Fucking stay back like I kept telling them. Or just fucking get better at fucking blocking and dodging real quick. That's where you need to start learning. Yeah, it's fucking trash. But they're saying it's one of the best this fucking league for some reason. They're having a great time right now. Well, yeah, oh yeah, I saw someone in Global say it perfectly. It's like everybody's been fucking taking down a fucking warrior. Or maybe, yeah. And that new Citizen's pretty fucking badass too. I want to try it. I'm probably gonna go occult field and end up dropping most of my minions. A dude was saying occult got buffed hella hard. Well, I was already seeing that Curse got fucking buffed, but that's why I was meaning to say not cult. But dude really has been talking it up more. Which I haven't even been running the Curse. Now look at everything die. So you gonna get back into Magic whenever Final Fantasy comes out? You should, brother. You were asking me about it not too long ago, thinking about getting back into it. I'm excited. I'm about to make this Deadpool deck. I'm more excited for this Captain America deck. I got so many ideas for it. He has this fucking ability to where he throws any equipment on him and deals damage up to 1, 2, or 3 targets, equal to the cost of the equipment. You just fucking keep throwing your fucking equipment at the opponent, and if you get one that, if you have an equipment that has infect, that gives infect, he'll add, you just do infect counters and just fucking end them right there. Alright, I've cleared this entire area. And I have yet to find this boss. Hold on, I need to go all the way down. Thought they were making maps smaller, not bigger. I gotta make fucking chapter 13. Oh, my fucking. Oh, I've been waiting for chapter 12 finally. You fucking lazy piece of shit. Go all the way up. The Forgotten Riches is up at the top. I don't know what the fuck you're needing to look for. But I am not fine. There's nothing down here where I'm at. No, up top. Turn around. Turn around. Top right. So go up there. And right. And up. And then right. No, keep going up. And then left. And then up. And then all the way right. And actually go up here. And then go right. Yeah, I guess only you could open that. Oh no, I didn't see the switch. That's a medium mana flask. Oh, where at? Oh. Oh, yeah, I see that. Huh. Where the fuck are we going? I know, where is he? I have the whole map lit up, and where you went, if you didn't find him, then oh, okay, then yeah. That's the only area I don't have. Don't. Yeah. You're in a dead end. Dude, go to your left. Oh yeah, go to your right. And then go down. Go right. Well, you went into a dead end, so I was trying to avoid you getting into another one. Alright, yeah, here it is. This is it. I hate this dude. Here, you gotta carry him, take a hit. Dude, for real you are, because this dude ain't doing shit to me. My minis are fucking carrying. He ain't doing shit to me.
My beloved Asinia.
Oh, there he is.
I am here, my beloved.
I'll get you up in a second.
Succumb to the Empire. Rend your soul. Your meaningless life ends now.
Damn.
Rend your soul.
Yep.
Down. Asinia. The spirit's hunger.
At your request.
Intrusion will be punished. Your meaningless life ends now. My beloved Asinia.
At your request.
Fuck that bitch, dude. She keeps coming out and targeting me. Oh, I got stuck on you. Move, 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 move. Come on, come on. Let me get you before she starts. Yes, I got you. Go, 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 go. We got stuck on each other. Oh, I'm dead.
Intrusion will be punished. I am your master. Your soul is mine, my beloved Asinia. Down.
I got stuck on you, and then we got stuck on each other, and then I got stuck on him. Valiant effort. We almost got him.
Don't miss Marvel
I
Animations.
put something on to listen to. Yeah. I mean, switch to minion if you want. That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta use your parry, especially early right now. If you would have been parrying that shit, you would have did more damage. It is gay. Oh. It sucks that we can't play together. Like the man, where's the fucking mail at? Mail time. It's the mail that makes me wanna wag my tail. Yeah, I hate that shit. Like Ranger, it's at least fun with all the buttons, but like with the Huntress, like they're all fucking closed in. Like you gotta be spamming a specific spot to fucking get them to activate, type shit. Ranger is. Okay, I guess we'll watch.
IRS e-file is now open. Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free.
The Supreme Court lifts
cool.
order
Oh,
blocking
never mind.
Trump
This is
from
just
deporting
fucking-
Venezuelans under the Alien.
This is a segment from Paul Levante fucking hosting. Whatever the fuck his name is. Did you start it? Did you start it? Oh no.
slow
Alright.
and deliberate. Finally, it was Charles's turn. At 240 pounds, Charles was a big man, and with the added weight of his wet clothes and gear, he approached 260 pounds. He moved cautiously,
Oh wow, I love wasting
keeping
that.
his eyes on the rope as he descended. By 2 p.m., all three were at the bottom. The cavern was massive.
Did he
its
say
walls
friend
slick
or
with water
soul?
that dripped steadily from above. The roar of the
Oh.
stream echoed
I
around
thought
them,
he said
making
friend or
conversation
soul,
difficult.
like kind
They
of on a
spent
play
about
on friend or
45
foe.
minutes exploring the chamber, marveling at its size and the formations hidden in the shadows. Despite the beauty of the cave, there was a constant chill in the air.
Damn, her coming
The
in
water
lagged
spray
me
had
the
soaked
fuck
them to
up.
the bone, and Linda, in particular, was starting to shiver.
No, you're not.
John decided it was time to ascend. The climb back up would be tough, especially with the constant spray.
Roll, man, roll.
Slippery.
He
He
wants your
volunteered
ass.
to go first,
I
testing
wonder
the
if that's
rope as he
because
climbed.
they're trying to
The
get
ascent
you to
was
parry.
grueling, but he reached the top without
Like, so they
incident.
have him
Linda
focus
followed
fucking
shortly
the
after, her
huntress.
movement slower as fatigue.
Because
and
they're
cold
really
set
hard
in.
to
By the
fucking
time Linda
parry
reached the
with the
surface,
huntress
she was shivering uncontrollably.
in a group.
John helped her out of the cave and suggested she wait in the car to warm up. With Linda safely outside, John returned to the pit to check on Charles, who had just started his ascent. The sound of the stream filled the cavern as John waited at the top of the pit.
See, I'm standing
He
right
called
here in
down
front of y'all,
periodically
in
to
between
check
y'all
on
even,
Charles's
and he's
progress,
concentrating
but
me.
the roar of the water made it hard to hear any response. After about 20 minutes, John grew
Oh, I'm
concerned.
fucked.
He
I'm
called
fucked.
out again,
I'm fucked.
louder this time. But
Alright,
there was
I'm
no
good.
reply. A sense of unease crept over him. He grabbed the rope and gave it a
Oh,
tug,
here it comes.
expecting
Come on,
to
buddy.
feel the tension of Charles's weight. Instead, the rope was slack.
Hell yeah, it's
His
done
heart
mid
began to
fucking
race
move.
as
That's
he pulled
awesome.
it up, hand over hand. After
Oh.
about 40
Ooh,
feet,
ooh, got
the
caught in
end
that
of
one.
the rope came into view. It was severed. For a moment, John couldn't move. His mind struggled to process what he was seeing.
We got it.
The
We got
rope,
this,
the
brother.
lifeline connecting Charles to safety, was gone.
I can just keep
Somewhere
my mana
in the
up.
darkness of the 310-foot drop, Charles had fallen. Panic surged
God
through
damn
him.
it, if
He
she
shouted
stops
down
lagging
into
me
the
the
pit,
fuck up
his
every time
voice
she comes
echoing
in. Kill him,
off the
kill him.
walls.
Nice.
There was no
Yeah, I had
response.
to dodge all that shit.
Your father knows about
Fuck
sailing. Look,
yeah, brother.
everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving.
He leaned over the edge, straining
Alright.
to see into the blackness below.
Second
but the
try.
water
Fuck
spray
yeah,
obscured
dude.
everything.
Destroyed that.
John scrambled out of the cave and ran to the car,
We
where
could
Linda was
use
waiting.
better.
He
You
told her
need,
that the rope
maybe need
snapped
better
and
armor.
Charles might have fallen. Linda stared at him, trying to comprehend the words that came out of his mouth. John immediately continued by
Well,
telling
armor's
her
gonna keep you
they need
alive.
to get help as soon as possible.
It does, but then whenever I get to a boss, I just get one shot. Whenever I finally do get hit. I gotta make chapter 13 at some point today. I've yet to be able to one-shot a boss, but watch some cop videos. Olympic star, I think he was above. The law.
I can't go nowhere. Bro, man, you shut the up, bro. You weak. That nigga in the fucking
Yeah,
jail.
now we gotta find him. Hold on a second, don't go back yet.
Chaos erupts at Miami Beach on January 2nd,
Oh no!
2025,
Oh no! I
when a
just lost my
world-renowned
quest.
Olympic athlete becomes the focal point of a dramatic spectacle that quickly spirals out of control.
I now have your
As
quest.
tensions
I lost
escalate,
my quest.
multiple arrests are made, leaving a stunned crowd of bystanders
quest
in
to kill
shock
Lachlan.
and disbelief.
So now we witnessed the revival of the
Just another day in
hood.
Miami Beach.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before
I got
until
traveled
now.
to the hunting
Please note
grounds.
that all
I just
persons
fucking
charged with a
basically
crime are
restarted
presumed
my
innocent
story to where
unless
you're
and
at.
until proven guilty in a court of law. At 11:22 p.m., Miami Beach police officers investigating a scene are approached by a man who is concerned about his car parked in the area. While audio doesn't capture what was discussed between them, reports state the man began to argue, and an officer raised his left hand in an attempt to create space. Within seconds, the
should
situation
right now.
takes an alarming turn.
Did you go witness the revival of the hooded man? Did you talk to him? Oh, gotta talk. Really?
According to the police report, the
Lachlan,
officer
no.
delivered multiple hammer fists toward the man's upper head area.
How was that, Lachlan? Where are you at?
I'm not even resisting. I'm gonna taste him.
He got up and just
After
flopped
tasing
over.
the suspect, officers are able to successfully place him in handcuffs as other officers attempt to move the female away from the scene.
Move! Get back! Move! Move! Go over there, man. Go over there. Go over there. Hey, back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Just stop resisting, bro.
Oh, I found a spirit. Oh, never mind. I guess sorry, but
I'm diabetic. You're squeezing my blood center. Stop! You're squeezing my blood center. Stop! That's my man. Stop! No! Y'all not doing this. He's a Team USA athlete. The Olympics. Chill. He's in the Olympics. He's in the Olympics.
Officers would later identify him as 29-year-old Frederick Fred Curley, an American sprinter who won silver and bronze medals in the men's 100 meters while competing in the Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024 Olympics. The woman accompanying him is his girlfriend, 32-year-old Cleo Rahman, also known as DJ Sky High Baby, who also appeared on the reality TV series Baddies.
Get away from my girl, bro. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Y'all got handcuffs on me. Y'all is weak. Hey, you weak, homie? Hey, get the off of me. Hey, let me resist. Bro, I'm not resisting.
Yo, weak as they're just sitting there holding him down.
Y'all not built like that. I'm telling y'all, not built like that. You weak. You weak, bro. Y'all put your hands on me. Y'all weak as
Hell yeah.
These man. I gotta go. I have to go. Hey, listen here. Stay here.
Cleo walks away from the scene for now, but they haven't seen the last of her.
I can't go nowhere. Shut up, bro. Man, you shut the up, bro. You weak. Y'all get in the gym.
As officers attempt to disperse a growing crowd, Cleo makes a sudden reappearance after circling the block.
Whoa, where's my boyfriend? I don't do. You're gonna steal me. My blood sensors right here. My blood glucose sensors right there. So don't touch it. That's my boyfriend. Listen, we gotta get off the scene. No, but that's my boyfriend. Get off the scene. How can I wear cars right there? We were walking to our car. Why would you do that for me? Stop.
No, she did that to herself. She was here. We told her to go away, but she went around.
Oh my God, I'm down. But it's my blood is on something like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. It take 20, y'all weak.
I kind of lost track of what was happening
God,
there.
I didn't do anything. Y'all know I didn't. Hey, move, bro. You, bro. You're not gonna tell me. Hey, you're not gonna tell me to move. Hey, take that off. You're not gonna tell me to move. Take that off. You're not gonna tell me to take that off. Hey, I promise y'all beat you. Take that off, bro.
As more people gather and begin to demand an explanation, officers learn that some of them are part of the same group traveling together.
What's going on?
got here close. Hold on, we're all what? Don't even know why they were arrested. I just want to be quiet. You're arresting our people. But I'm saying, you're trying to tell me to be quiet because you're arresting our people. You know, I'm not. I'm just saying, you're trying to tell me, like, don't worry about it. How does that sound?
The group is left without an answer as Fred is led away, while Cleo receives a pat-down at a nearby cruiser.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is great for inviting friends to. It has a range of quick change scents for date night to book club, so you can make every occasion to come over fragrant and inviting. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Not everyone's life runs in straight lines. At Sophia, we get that. Our flexible, affordable, self-paced college-level courses help thousands of people just like you complete their degrees for only $99 a month.
My wrist, I'm a DJ, please, my left wrist, please. I'm a DJ, please help me adjust this left wrist. That hurts so bad.
We're going to adjust it right now.
My boyfriend is in the Olympics. I was just here with my company that I work with.
Yeah, this is
I'm diabetic, my bag, my purse, please, my passport's in there. I'm going out. I have a vacation tomorrow. This is my stop is Miami.
Move your vehicles on 2031. I need a bunch of people to move.
Oh, make sure my man is in the Olympics. He's a track star, 2-time medalist in the Olympics.
We already told you. Don't match, right?
I have to go. I did not tell them because our car is right there.
It doesn't matter. Obviously, you can't get your car right now, right?
Our car is parked right there.
Well, obviously, you can't
Our
get
car
it,
is
right?
parked. It's right there. It's parked. Okay, good for the car.
Those things scared me my first playthrough.
Just like how she didn't listen to me telling her to calm down, she's not listening to you.
Calm down when my boyfriend's getting detained.
Now you're getting arrested. Or you.
She's placed in the back of the vehicle, but continues shouting complaints about her handcuffs, prompting one
I need to go
officer
raid my
intervene.
stash and see what I got real quick.
Stop it, DJ.
Turn that way.
Please help
I'll be
me.
right back.
Hey, listen. I need you to
I'm so
calm
scared.
down.
I've never been arrested.
Hey, that's it. There's no need for you to yell. I'm gonna help you out. Just calm down. You got it? Thank you.
Meanwhile, Fred is placed in a separate police cruiser where
He
his
said, "Hey,
staggering
shut
height
the
presents
fuck
a challenge.
I can't fit in this. Really? No. Huh? Oh. Can you? Hold on. Take 20, bro. Take 30. You don't trust police, bro. Huh. Whew. There ain't no way, bro. Lord have mercy on my soul. I'll catch these, man. Yo, bro. Father God, thank you for life. Life's a blessing, Father God. Thank you for everything, Father God. Thank you for life. Life is such a blessing. God be with me.
Back with the crowd, officers face unrelenting questions and provide what limited information they can about the situation.
Because he's an Olympian. He's stronger than one of you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How much you make a year?
Oh my God, where are you from?
We're from Africa.
Ooh, wah, wah, wah.
So we're used to it.
Okay. What happened?
Just another day in Miami Beach.
Any celebrity?
No. You're the celebrity. You don't got no shoes on. You're the celebrity.
Doesn't matter. He's asking you to back up, guys. Back up. Back up. Back up. And now we're keeping this as a scene, so you guys gotta back up.
Yeah, you guys just beat somebody up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, we got it on camera.
Is it for certain that she has to go to jail? And we
Oh.
can see, or is it she may be released here?
Take me home tonight.
The only thing we can do is bail her out. Let's go.
With that, the crowd begins to disperse, but not before leaving the officers with one final remark.
So now that the black people are leaving, he's gonna be peaceful now, right? How's that? Wait, who has that tape? Oh, I said black people, I mean
Nah, come on, bro. Nah, not like that.
Officers determined that Fred must be taken to a local hospital for evaluation, given that he was tased. On the way, Fred has no shortage of opinion for how the incident was handled.
Whoever did that to me, they better get their coins right.
What'd they do?
I was going to my car. I thought somebody was towing my car.
Towing your car?
Yes, like the whatever you call them, the ATVs. You told me move around like this is my car. Like why move around if this is my car? It don't make sense. But they better get their coins right. That's all I'm saying. It took like 10 of them to try to contain me.
Oh.
And they go to the gym. I reconsider their job.
After he's medically cleared, Fred waits with several officers for transport to the local jail.
Listen, man, you're cool. You're cool. I mean, that's the way it works, man. No, I'm saying that. If you we treat you like that. But if you're a nice guy, we'll have a conversation. It's a job, man.
According to Miami-Dade County Court records, 29-year-old Frederick Fred Curley was charged with felony battery against a police officer, misdemeanor resisting without violence, and disorderly conduct, a charge which was dropped. His next court hearing is on May 8, 2025. 32-year-old Cleo Rahman was charged with resisting an officer, a misdemeanor. Her next court hearing is on April 14, 2025. Both cases are still ongoing.
It's usually just one person trying on shoes.
Discover doubles your cash back at the end of your first year, so I'm gonna use mine to get something from my beautiful stunt double, Eileen.
You earn, we match.
Wow.
Discover Cashback Match.
We'll take them.
Great.
Well, folks, it's about that time. The main man, Michael, wants to know, how do I feel about games being $80 to $90 now? I feel like a lot of companies have fell and bumped their heads, but during these days and times when it comes out to this economy, I'm not surprised. I mean, at this point, nobody should be surprised about corporate greed. I mean, Nintendo proudly showcased their new $450 console and said, hey, here's a demo you gotta pay for just to know how to work it. Then you're gonna pay for that $80 game if you want it digital, $90 if you want it physical. But you know why they do it? Because they know you gon' buy it. Because for your average consumer, logic be damned over boredom. For example, I've never played a Donkey Kong game, but Bonanza looks so hype, a lot of people will be willing to buy this. Companies know if the hype is there, they're gonna get this shit no matter what the price is. And GTA 6 is not helping this shit. They're talking about this base game is gonna be over $100. And they boldly set that price knowing you gon' buy it. They're so confident in this game's success, they're purposely not giving us the release date. Talking about they wanna build anticipation. It's the most anticipated game.
I bet as well.
In the early morning hours of Valentine's
Day, my penis was getting beat.
That doesn't even add up.
It adds up to me. It adds
All
up
right,
to
you're
your ass supposed to get arrested for murder.
Well, I guess what it is.
Oh, well, it's starting.
I believe you did.
You not,
you
sir?
are a master manipulator.
Do you not think
you
that?
have manipulated her for years?
Oh,
Not only you're a
I like that
master
we can come in
manipulator,
now,
you are
at least.
another word that begins with the M.
What?
Murderer.
This is Robert Miller, an established criminal
Not
in
like
Tom Green
trials
County,
and
Texas,
shit.
with a total of 17 arrests under his belt. As you just saw, he is being accused of murder.
think,
but
yeah.
perhaps what is even more intriguing is the detective's statement right before that.
You are a master manipulator.
Without a doubt, many criminals in the true crime dossier are master manipulators. In recent years, this term has become a common buzzword used to attract viewers. But it's not every day that you hear a detective call the suspect a master manipulator directly to their face. In order to decide whether Robert is worthy of this title or not, vital context must be given, including the series of events that led up to this moment. On May 13, 2015, the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office in San Angelo, Texas, received a call from a woman named Toni Epperson regarding a missing person. She was invited to the station for an interview. During this interview, Toni told the detectives that her stepson, Robert Miller, has a wife named Naomi Michelle Miller, who suddenly vanished in December of 2005, and she hasn't been heard from since.
First try.
So you didn't know her as Naomi Michelle Miller, you know her just as Michelle?
Yes.
What did Robbie tell you all
She got
about
some riveted
Michelle?
mitts.
First, they told us that she ran all with the cop, and that she just left in the middle of the night and didn't take anything.
Tony reported Michelle missing to the police following her disappearance, but for some reason, neither a search nor an investigation was launched. Tony had a hard time believing that she would run off, as it meant that she was abandoning what was most important to her, her kids.
Robbie and those 2 kids were her life.
Now what
And
are we
I
doing?
think that's why I never dropped it, because I knew she'd never leave us kids. And like I said, I've told my friends ever since then that she didn't just disappear.
Tony's theory was that Robert had actually killed her.
Sorry I waited so long to do something. But you know, it's kind of hard to go tell somebody you think somebody killed somebody and you don't really have any proof.
The reason that Tony was contacting the police again after all these years was that her stepson, Robert's brother Daniel, had just recently passed away. But right before...
At Trex, we're excited to build great things in Little Rock.
Where's your
It's
Lachlan
one of the
at?
places where you feel at home.
Or he died, he had something important to tell her.
And you remember
Oh,
that
is he
Daniel
there?
told you what?
That Robbie told him that he had killed Michelle right after they moved in that house on Glass Road, and that she was buried on Glass Road. And Robbie always talked about how easy it would be to hide the body because nobody would look.
The sheriff's office was very familiar with Robert.
So I think
He had
it's
been arrested
because
a total of
I already
17
had it
times,
open
so it
whenever
wasn't
we
far-fetched
opened
to
this
believe
area.
that he might be involved in something like this. Despite having no concrete evidence of foul play, they took Tony's concerns seriously. After 10 years, an investigation into the disappearance of Michelle Miller was finally in motion. Investigators began by searching their databases for any record of Michelle. They discovered that she had been pulled over for a routine traffic stop and was issued a ticket on June 11, 2005. Soon after that, all activity from Michelle halted. There were no tax documents, no medical records,
Well,
no
go ahead,
government
do the same.
programs, or bank transactions. Nothing. They also reached out to Michelle's family and learned that she and Robert had an unusual marriage. It turns out that they were swingers and had developed a relationship with one person in particular who played a pivotal role in their lives. Her name was LaDonna Yoder. This relationship became so serious that they all wore wedding bands and told people that they were a happily married throuple. In 2004, LaDonna and her 2 children were invited to live with Robert and Michelle. Not long after LaDonna moved in, Michelle suddenly went missing. Robert and LaDonna carried on as if nothing happened, and LaDonna became the mother figure for Michelle's children, even forcing them to call her mom. After learning this information, the detectives wondered if something sinister had happened to Michelle. And without any eyewitnesses, they also wondered if it happened inside their home. The property that the throuple shared was sold in 2007. 2 years after Michelle went missing. Thankfully, the new owners granted the detectives permission to conduct
we're
a
just going right
search. They
into
began
it. No
by
foreplay
documenting
or
the layout of
nothing,
the
okay.
house and taking photos of each room.
Everything's original? This is the only room that's actually been remodeled.
Okay, now what's this room right here, man?
That's just a hall closet.
As they moved throughout the home, the detectives noticed a subtle foul odor. According to the current homeowners, it was a lot stronger when they moved in back in 2007.
It smelled really bad. Really, really bad. And then one of the neighbors actually close, he was like, well, you know, in these houses, cats will get under there and die and stuff like that. And so we just kind of thought maybe it was just a bad animal. Because every time you go in there, it's just stunk.
They had never inspected the foundation of the home themselves, but there was a random hole in the kitchen floor where you could access this area.
My husband is an engineer, and he was like, there's no reason for that hole to be like that.
The detectives decided to bring a dog named Orion that could detect human remains. He immediately gave an alert when inspecting this hole in the kitchen floor, as well as another hole on the exterior of the house leading to the same area. They began digging a hole and collected the soil as they went.
Alright, you invite me?
Okay, we got bucket 1.
Here we go.
The longer they
I
dug,
didn't get
the
it,
stronger the foul odor became.
I mean, there's odors down here.
The detectives were certain it was only a matter of time before they found a body.
It's got to be a grave, dude. It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be.
After removing 70 gallons of soil, they hit a hard layer of clay, ending their dig. After all that, no body was found. Additionally, the soil samples were sent to a crime lab and no blood or DNA was detected. However, they did find carpet fibers that were mixed into the soil.
went to the
The
wrong
theory at this
spot.
point was that the body had originally been buried there, but was later moved. And it had been so long that any blood or DNA in the soil was no longer viable for testing. However, there was no way to prove this theory, and no probable cause to arrest Robert, so the investigation stagnated for 2 more years. Then, on March 1st, 2017, a warrant for Robert's arrest was issued for an unrelated misdemeanor, a Class B theft from 2015. The detectives saw this as an opportunity to reignite the investigation into Michelle's disappearance. So they headed on their way to Robert and LaDonna's new McCulloch County residence in Brady, Texas. When they arrived, they knocked on the door, and Robert answered.
I'm not queer.
Hey, Robert, how are you doing, sir? Oh, pretty good, sir. Philly 5, Ashton County Sheriff's Office. It's been a while. Well, the reason why we're here today is we got a warrant for your arrest. It's an old thing. Man, I thought that was already taken care of. Yeah. All this over a misdemeanor? Well, it's just a piddly deal, but we'll come down there and talk to you here in just a minute about it, all right? Can I call my wife inside and let her come out here? What's going on? Yeah, well, I'll come talk to her.
They quickly escorted Robert to the back of a police cruiser before he got the chance to talk to LaDonna. As he was being transported to the police station, they knocked on the door again and waited for LaDonna to answer.
We don't want her to know why he's really going to jail. Hello, I'm Sergeant 5 at Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. How are you doing?
We're good. What can we do?
Well, we got Robert under arrest. Are you able to come up to the County Sheriff's Office and come meet with us?
LaDonna was brought to the station in a separate vehicle and sat down with the detectives for an interview.
All right. What year were y'all married?
I ain't doing nothing to him, bro.
And when y'all got together, was he still married at the time?
Yeah. They were in the process of separating.
Who's that?
Michelle.
Where is she at these days?
I don't know. Honestly.
So just one day she up and leaves?
Yeah, those two skunks will
on December
cuck you.
3rd, 2005, she and Robert got into a heated argument with Michelle.
And there's ice over there that'll cuck you real hard.
Because it had gotten pretty bad. And I'd fallen asleep, and when I woke up, she was gone.
So you never see her again?
Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah! We both took a fucking hit together there, but we got it. I thought for sure you were going right back down.
She wanted to be treated like a queen, and
Use your fucking potions.
She told the detectives that she believed what Robert had told her and didn't ask any questions. The detectives weren't buying it. If anyone were to know what Robert did with Michelle, it would be LaDonna.
Hell yeah,
so
hell yeah, he's done, he's done, he's done.
I'll tell you this, Robert has made some comments about taking her life. And we, as investigators,
that's it! Fuck yeah!
Dead. I also believe you could be culpable if you're not straight up with us today.
Taking that life class.
LaDonna was immediately flooded with emotions. She proceeded to desperately distance herself from the incident, but it didn't take much persuasion to elicit a confession.
What happened to her? We want
I don't know how long was it. She left.
No, it's not true. He took her life. LaDonna, it's okay. You've been carrying this a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, now we're at hunting grounds.
And it gets quiet. And I think he walks out of your house.
God damn, shit's already strong.
With LaDonna in a vulnerable state, the detectives kicked it up a notch. They pulled out an eye
hunting grounds,
asked
dude. The
LaDonna
fucking
to
difficulty
act out
spike
Robert's
in hunting
actions
grounds
from
is
that
stupid.
day. Wow.
That's what I was doing, is rig tech.
We give up so many freedoms as a service member when we deploy that 99% of the country just doesn't know.
Every time I choose to help a military person, I get the opportunity to stand for something greater than myself.
The military lifestyle is still so
honestly, you probably won't even have to do
challenging.
shit, dude.
We need as many people as we can, all hands on deck, to make sure that
Yeah.
we're taking care of these folks, because they're taking care of us.
It was difficult, and then I started using pages.
The body.
Got it like a little bit of bundle right here. And it's just probably like getting around the deal. And just like kind of.
What happened? How are you even encountering anything? I killed everything.
Okay. And it was wrapped in one?
And a blanket. And stuff.
color looking. I didn't know that was Michelle. I didn't know that was Michelle.
So, get buried in the backyard?
Then when I splashed out there, you did have to go, yes. So he would have had to do something.
But a grave.
Which guys?
The detectives then showed LaDonna an aerial
Oh,
photo
yeah.
from their former residence on Glass Road and asked her to point exactly where Michelle was buried.
First, I didn't get me out here. I mean, just, I think it's almost up against the house.
The cadaver dog hit right where you're talking. For decon.
Alright, stick with me.
It was there. It was a fresh start.
I don't know, I'm still having a good time.
So all this time, have you ever asked Robert what he did to her? How he killed her?
No, I didn't want to know. Because I couldn't think about it every time I go to bed. I sit there and think, oh my
Oh shit, rear up here.
The fact that LaDonna was aware of all of this and never contacted the police makes her an accomplice at the very least. But the detectives didn't want to accuse her of anything just yet, as she could become defensive and stop cooperating with them. They did, however, leave her with one final warning.
We ask you to sit on open and honest today. I hope you happy. If we call you and all of a sudden you want to talk to us, to me, you moved from being a witness, now you're going to be target.
I understand.
Okay.
All in all, LaDonna's interrogation was a huge success. They extracted all of the information that they could, and would now use that information to confront Robert. After talking about his theft charge for a bit to build rapport, they then jumped into the same line of questioning as LaDonna's interview, asking about their relationship before asking questions about Michelle.
You and LaDonna been together how long?
I think it's about 12 years, 13 years now.
All right. You married before then?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a no and a yes.
Robert became visibly uncomfortable when the detectives started asking him about Michelle. His body language goes from open to closed off as he crosses his arms and struggles to respond. This is a common response when a guilty person feels exposed during an interrogation. The detective notices this change in demeanor and cracks a relatable joke
that
to
might
ease
be
the
a
tension.
bit of an issue.
I have, a lot of us have a first while we're not really
Yeah, I just put
deciding
my first
about.
ring on this one.
And just like that, Robert's behavior instantly changes again. As soon as the detectives begin to laugh, you can see Robert realize he is too tense. He takes a deep breath, stretches his neck, and smiles back. For the rest of this interrogation, you can see Robert fighting this constant inner battle of feeling threatened
depends on
while
your level.
trying to play it cool.
15 years.
15 years. What was her name?
I'll go level up real quick.
Y'all get divorced, or what happened with that deal?
Yeah, kind of sort of we still haven't actually got divorced, but she left December 22nd, I think, of 04. I think it was a happy staying alive.
Oh really, Robert? This is just one of the many bizarre statements that Robert makes throughout his interrogation.
What the hell was Michelle or whatever was going on with her?
Right. Well, Michelle.
You gotta revive that guy.
Probably 05.
Went missing?
You never reported her missing.
Because she wasn't.
Right.
Because, no.
Here's the deal. We ran a cadaver dog at the house. Yes, sir.
A cadaver dog? Where?
That's to find bodies.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We found not a body, but we found evidence of a body.
Where?
Under the house.
She's under the house?
Now you know she's under the house.
No, sir. I know for a fact I didn't put anybody in the house.
Okay.
Oh, before God.
All right. We know. We've already talked to LaDonna, and LaDonna has already confessed to the entire incident, including you wrapping her up and burying her.
Okay.
And so we're here today to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Okay. You're saying okay.
Yeah, you tell me that. I was already told you that.
Is LaDonna lying about this incident?
Something she is.
Is she involved? Did she kill her?
I don't know. She's not got something there. I did not kill her. I never fucking her. And she's still haunting my ass. So what do you mean by she's still haunting? So you agreed that, yeah, she's dead? No, it's just a figure of speech. Don't try to turn it around. I never heard the woman just saying, oh, the whole 15 years we were together, they made life hell on me. I never hurt Michelle, never wanted to hurt Michelle.
With Robert not recalling the incident, the detectives bring LaDonna into the room to remind him herself.
Honey, why would you say I carried a body out, baby? What are you talking about?
You carried something out in a blanket.
I never carried her outside, baby.
You carried something out through the kitchen, into the laundry room, and out the back door.
Baby, the back door.
The one blanket that she
about it.
always used on the bed, Robbie.
LaDonna, think about it very carefully.
I am thinking about it. I see that every time. I see that in my...
Honey, really? Baby, I've never even been
They're
underneath
taking
that
out a
house,
lot of
honey.
Did you ever
minion
see
damage
Michelle?
Calm down,
scores.
baby.
Skill
Ladonna,
points. I
calm down.
can't find any
Please, honey.
I want to have her step
after
outside
the
for a minute.
initial ones.
Can you please calm down a little and talk to me again?
They had hoped that Robert would be caught off guard and either slip up or realize confessing might be the best way to save his skin. Instead, he immediately played the role of the concerned husband, gently
whole
calling
bunch
her
of
things
horror
like
shit
baby
now.
and honey to calm her down while shutting down her claims.
Honey, why would you say I carried a body out, baby? Baby, the back door.
I see that every time.
Honey, please, honey.
The detectives only saw this as a manipulation tactic. They were afraid that this might influence her to change her story, so they immediately removed her from the room.
That doesn't even add up.
It adds up to me.
Well,
It adds up to this dude who's been a policeman since
You gotta talk to
1989. You know what it adds up to?
What?
It adds up to your ass supposed to get arrested for murder.
well, I guess what it is then, because I didn't do it.
I believe you did.
You not,
you
sir?
are a master manipulator.
Do you not think
you
that?
have manipulated her for years.
Oh, I have not.
And not only you're
Oh, I got
a
a
master
belt for you.
manipulator, you are another word that
That's
begins
not have
with
any
M.
scrolls to
What?
identify it.
Murderer.
Despite the detective's clever alliteration, Robert continued to deny that Michelle had even died, let alone that he had murdered her. They even showed him a picture of himself with Michelle, hoping to trigger even an ounce of remorse.
So if you can say something to her, what would you tell her? Shit, that I still love her? I love it. You know that woman. I know pretty good, though. I do. I love her forever. You're a good woman.
Does that dress kind of look like that comforter she was wrapped up in?
It kind of does, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of like that, but like the white there, it's more of a peach color of that comforter.
Mm-hmm. You wrapped her up in a comforter that looked a lot like that.
It is a comforter. The one that we had?
Yeah. And that's the one you wrapped her up in.
No.
That's the one that
I can damn near swear that comforter, we still had that thing for years. We threw it away from it.
2 times I said that dress was like the comforter you wrapped her up in, and you agreed.
I know what you're saying. You gotta know what comforter meant, but I was agreeing to.
This is the second time Robert has had a Freudian slip and played it off as his words being misconstrued.
She is dead. The last person with her alive was you. The last place she was alive was at your house with you. We have a witness that put you there. We have a witness that put you dragging her body out of the home. I'm telling you, jury is not going to buy this bull. The
Oh, hell
jury
yeah.
is
that
going to
motherfucker.
believe the facts.
I'm telling you, I know.
Not one tap. Not one tap.
At this
no,
point,
but
speaking
yeah.
with Robert was wasting
Done him on
everybody's
first
time,
try last
so the
time, though.
detectives wrapped up the
My
interview.
ranger.
Robert was charged with murder and transported to
ready
the
for
Tom
that
Green
now.
County Jail. However,
Are
the
you fighting him right
investigation
now?
was far from over. Primarily, the detectives still wanted to find Michelle's body. They wondered if LaDonna, scared of Robert, had withheld any details in her first interview. Now that he was behind bars, they asked her to come in for another interview.
We need to go back and solidify some of the details of the events that occurred that night. Did he ever insinuate that he'd done anything with her?
No.
I shut her up forever.
No.
I know there were conversations between you and Robert about this deal, where he's
I know the first few days, when I'd ask him what happened to Michelle, where's she at, and he would just blow it off, or he wouldn't say nothing. So I never even asked him more about Michelle.
LaDonna stuck to the same story she had in the last interview, so they tested the plausibility of this story by having her draw out the layout of the house and illustrate what she remembers from that night.
This is the living room, and like the blanket comes out like that. So you kept sitting with the blanket.
There's got to have been some conversation. There's got to be in the next little piece of that puzzle.
Honestly,
I hate you, piece of shit.
I knew, but I've never.
Coward! You coward!
But in 12 years, that doesn't come out.
You take this ass whooping.
Never ever said. He's never ever said anything.
LaDonna seems much more composed during this interview, which could be a sign that she is telling the truth. However, she has also had an entire day to get her story straight and mentally prepare for any...
Taxes was feeling so
I just read his name as the Orwell.
Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish. While you check in anytime and get the most money back on your time. Now this is taxes.
Don't worry, baby boy, I got you. Yeah, I always get lost. Ow!
Further question. The detectives decided to do the same thing that worked in the last interview. Throw her into a setting that she's not prepared for and challenge her lies directly. They decided to take LaDonna to where the crime had occurred, her former residence on Glass Road, hoping she would crack under pressure once again and lead them to the body. Upon arrival, they took LaDonna to the initial burial site and asked her where Robert had moved the body. Once again, she said that Robert never told her, at which point the detective gave her a piece of his mind.
Is he healing?
I'm not trying to be I'm trying I'm trying to get this guy locked up because I don't want him coming after you.
I get distracted with my
So
music.
did he ever tell you that he buried her out here?
Oh yeah, I love when there's music.
Did he tell you he killed her? LaDonna, look. Just because you have...
He did.
When did he tell you that he killed her? Did he tell you how he did it?
Why are the minion nodes so far away? It's so stupid. I hate that upgrade.
I kept hounding him about why she wasn't coming back and what was going on.
Okay.
And then when he told me that, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, if I say something, if I leave, what is he gonna do?
Has he ever told you where he moved her to? Exactly?
I know she's down at the racetrack.
The racetrack she is talking about is the 17-acre Santa Rosa Sports Arena, which was once owned and operated by Robert. Following this outing, the detectives obtained a warrant to search for Michelle's body on the track property. On March 11th, 2017, several days of careful excavation began. During this time, detectives told Robert about LaDonna's detailed confession and the search at the racetrack. Robert immediately asked to speak to the detectives once again.
Pretty good, sir. I was trying to tell him guys, and he gave me immunity and I'll punch him in the right direction.
I'll tell you right now, we don't negotiate for immunity per se, as much as we tell the district attorney your level of cooperation. If you want to cooperate with us and tell us what you know.
Although this sentiment does hold some merit, the detective is not being fully transparent. There is no guarantee that the information Robert provides right now will benefit him moving forward. In fact, speaking with the authorities without an attorney present backfires more often than not. The prosecutor may offer Robert a plea deal leading up to his trial in exchange for an admission of guilt, but that is not always on the table.
We had a couple arguments that morning, 2:03 o'clock in the morning, and I lay down in the room for my daughter. She was scared of her mother again. Right. Anyway, LaDonna was like, well, I'll take care of it. She was all smooth. And I'll get are you crazy?
Wait, where? I'll come. I'm up here at this. No, I found him. I got him. Stay with me.
He's buried in the kitchen, but
We're talking about the conversation.
and later on, another day, she says she moved. Cleaned up like that. So I know, I didn't want to check.
Oh shit, he took him to a boss. Oh shit.
She said she moved to the restaurant.
The detectives have successfully pitted Robert and LaDonna against each other and are now reaping the rewards. With each accusation they make against each other, the detectives are provided a new lead to follow up on. So, following this cycle, the investigators went back to LaDonna and told her Robert was innocent, that she was the mastermind.
Okay, here's what we got. They're interviewing Robert right now. Right, Robert's spinal talking. Yeah, Robert's saying you killed her.
Are you freaking serious?
Well, what did you expect? He knows we're going to find the body, so he's mounting his defense.
Now he wants to cooperate.
Right.
So if there's anything else you know, it's time to give it up.
Okay, I was with him when he brought her out here. Matter of fact, I was driving. He made me drive because I had license. He had me pull around over onto this side, and he gets out and he just pushes her off.
off the trailer onto the ground. He gets the maintainer and he just digs it.
I'm
and
at
he
a
digs
ritual
it
altar.
and he digs it.
Whenever you're ready.
And then finally puts the roser back over in it. And he takes the maintainer and he goes back and he covers the rock. And that is where he put her. She's gonna be in a tarp.
The excavation crew took this new information and began digging several massive holes in the area Michelle was.
At Trex, we're excited to build great things in Little Rock. And building great things starts with building a great team.
We're establishing an entire facility with
Somehow
local
not
the
using any
opportunity to
vinegar.
grow is amazing.
At Trex, we value you. That's why we offer best-in-class benefits, generous vacation time, market-leading pay, and more.
I really like that the company puts people first.
The future at Trex is bright. Trex, we're worth it, and so are you.
Vote against House Bill 1150 that would close pharmacies and keep.
Was allegedly buried. After many hours of intense labor, they found a small piece of blue tarp. They continued digging, slowly exposing the tarp more and more. And when they could finally open it up, they found a blue-green comforter wrapped around a skeleton. These remains were tested and confirmed to be Michelle. Adding to the wickedness of this crime, there was duct tape wrapped around her wrists, ankles, face, and eyes. This suggested that Michelle was bound and likely kept alive for an uncertain amount of time. It also increased the chance that this was a two-person job. Meanwhile, Robert continued to claim that he was a bystander to LaDonna's heinous actions. In another attempt to convince the detectives of this, he volunteered to take a polygraph test.
Are you in the state of Texas?
Yes, sir.
Alright, do you
Did
need
you kill
a
Michelle?
skill gym?
Did you kill Michelle that night?
No.
In your entire life, did you ever do something you regretted?
No.
Did you participate in killing Michelle that night?
No.
What's going through your mind during this testing? What questions are you having the most problems with?
None, really. I mean, what am I?
People gonna look at this and gonna say this was the day that he was asking for, he wanted this.
Is what you're saying.
And what I'm saying is you're having some issues. I'm trying to figure out what those issues are.
I passed the part where I said I didn't kill her? Or no?
Man, you failed the whole deal.
How? I mean, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, sir.
Hey, I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. You're lying.
The polygraph examiner tells Robert that at
I'll
this
tell
point,
you what you're
confessing
doing
to
wrong,
anything
you
is
better than
lied.
confessing to nothing.
I don't know what. Tell me that you're not that cold-blooded killer.
No, sir,
Tell
I
me,
am not.
tell me you're the one that just got wrapped into something,
Yep.
and that you didn't necessarily kill her, but yeah, you might have had something to do with the disposal. If that's the case, we need to get out in front of this right now. And I say that because I'm looking at these pictures and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, God dang, this is one of those things where, what kind of person puts duct tape on a person's face like that?
I can't understand. I can't see what's
Well,
what, sir.
That's her skull.
Really?
That's her jaw. Wow.
I haven't seen her.
What kind of person? What kind of person would put duct tape on somebody like that?
I don't know.
Robert just saw his wife's remains, the wife who was missing for 10 years, and he still claims to love. Yet he showed zero emotional reaction, continuing the conversation like nothing even happened.
You need to start giving some explanation.
I'm trying to. That's why I tried helping officers.
She just died in another room. She just got that old duct tape wrapped around her, and then.
I did not put her in another room. I
And
did
you're
not wrap the duct.
about this.
Yeah. Because I didn't do it.
It's a funny subject to you.
No, what's funny is I'm getting railroaded.
You're getting gratification. So why'd you kill her?
I didn't kill her.
Why'd you get rid of the body?
I didn't get
Why
rid
are
of
you
the body.
lying about it?
I'm not lying.
You obviously are.
Apparently I am.
Where else
This
do we
back
need
and
to
forth
go?
carried on
Where's
for
the
a
village
while.
entrance?
Slowly but surely, and with the help of another detective, Robert eventually gave in.
Okay. LaDonna Smothers told me she smothered her with a pillow. She said they got in an argument. He said she just laid the pillow over her and she smothered her. Then she took her jewelry off of her and wrapped her up in the blanket and took her outside, wrapped her up in a tarp, put her in the footings that I had out back. Honest to God. And then we had the racetrack, already had the drainage ditch dug there or whatever. And we moved her over there and put her
Brother, why'd you just say that from the
Because,
get-go?
man,
If you
I'm
would've just
upset.
told me
I'm
that-
just scared.
Yeah, I found
This
faith
far
in
into the investigation, it was hard to believe anything Robert was saying. Regardless of whether or not this story was completely true, he just admitted to tampering with evidence. So this charge was added on top of the murder charge, and he was taken back to his cell. Each time they spoke to LaDonna, her involvement grew. From not knowing anything, to witnessing the body being transported, to actually talking about it with Robert, to then helping Robert relocate the body. It wouldn't be surprising if her next confession was that she helped immobilize and kill Michelle in the first place. So the detectives circled back with LaDonna yet again to see if she would confess even more.
Guess you saw in the news that obviously the body was found.
I had read it on Facebook and everything after his sister-in-law told everybody I was the murderer.
Michelle's family calling LaDonna a murderer seemed to affect her, because right after bringing it up, she began crying. But this garnered no sympathy from the detectives, who were about to call her out for the same thing.
Now, here's another thing. You know, the body was duct tape. You aware of that?
No, I was on the radar.
Indications are that she was alive when she was duct taped. Now, are your fingerprints going to be on that duct tape?
Better not be, no. No, you can run it.
All right.
Where was she duct taped at?
We got a picture.
Hey, you, the photographer. How long is your editing process? Go to imagineai.com
Are you here with me?
and cut your workflow by 96%. Can you imagine spending all that extra time for yourself? Calling and editing is now simpler than ever. Go to
I just didn't know if you were on top of my menus or
There's duct
something.
tape over her mouth and her face and her head. Because she was alive when she did it. Because you helped him duct
No,
tape.
I did not.
Sure did.
I should have him.
You're involved in it as deep as he is, and you know it.
No.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to look at, isn't it?
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No,
You
I
played a
didn't.
very, very important role.
No.
Because I guarantee you, why would you?
My role in it was when he tried to get me to do it, and I
What's
wouldn't
up?
do it.
What I think is you've got a role in it. You better get straight with it 100%.
I didn't kill her. He wanted me to, but I couldn't kill her. I couldn't do it.
What about powerless at that school?
I was in the
I want the story.
I was in the room and he told me, he said, take that pillow, put it over her face. I said, I can't. He said, just do it. I wanted to put it over her face and she better. She looked at me and I said, I can't do it. He's out. It grabbed the damn thing and just smashed it.
So you're in the. No.
It's somewhat astonishing that LaDonna kept agreeing to these interviews considering how easily she cracks under pressure. Just like every other interview, LaDonna had an emotional breakdown, and more details began pouring out of her. Apparently, she and Robert had talked about killing Michelle several times before it actually happened.
How many conversations did y'all have about killing her?
There was probably about 3. He says, if anything happens, you won't get in trouble. I'll take the blame because I have to get rid of her. She's gonna take my kids from me. That's why whenever he told everybody I'd done it, I was shocked because he just kept promising me that he wouldn't own up to what happened.
This information was crucial, as it meant that Michelle's murder was premeditated. But LaDonna still pinned the blame on Robert, saying it was his desire to kill her, and she was merely a bystander.
When we were talking about the duct tape, you said your fingerprint shouldn't be on there.
No, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, these
Not
curses
definitive, no.
are.
So did you help put tape on?
No, I really
These
honestly
curses are nice.
But Donna, why should we believe that?
You said you don't have to. I love to.
It's not even just contagious anymore. I got
Is
this
there any-
system
What else is there
on
you
it
can
now
tell
too.
us? You need to tell us the rest.
I don't know why she still there.
And it spreads with contagion now.
Across, I mean,
I don't know if it
Wait
did
a
before,
sec.
but
Wait a second. No, he did tape her up. He
Alright,
taped her up
cool,
to put
complete
her all
that. Is that
together.
dead
He
end
said
over
to
there?
hold her all in one spot. He said to put all of her body together
Yeah.
so it would stay still and arms and legs didn't flop out and stuff.
It's not.
And I don't know why.
Looks like it was on
I
mine.
don't understand
It
that
didn't go all the way.
She did, however, admit to helping bury the body.
I went out there and already been digging on our own for a little bit, and I'm just standing there watching me. He slides her off into the hole. And he tells me, grab a shovel, help me bury her. Instead of like 2 weeks, they just grab a damn shovel, everything's okay, it's already done, it's already over.
What was she buried in?
It was a blanket. It was a blanket. Yeah, it was a blanket.
No tarp.
No, the tarp was not there at the time. Got hard back there for 2 weeks. And I was so scared.
Well, I think you just fucking pushed it to me.
We got pulled over and you could not pass up that smell. I'm very sorry. That I didn't step back and be a bigger person. And stop. Everything just stopped. You know.
Following this final interview, the police arrested LaDonna. She received the same charges as Robert, murder and tampering with evidence. Despite what seemed to be an abundance of evidence, the prosecutors ultimately offered Robert and LaDonna plea deals, and on July 16, 2018, just hours before the offers expired, they agreed.
Naomi Michelle Miller was killed in 2005, then buried at the old racetrack off of FM 2105 by Robert Miller and LaDonna Yoder. Now, over a decade later, they've had their turn in court. The couple took plea deals just hours before the deadline set by the state last week. Both entered guilty pleas. Robert Miller was sentenced to 38 years in prison and LaDonna Yoder to 35.
It's a big weight, lifted off your shoulders. I've spoke with both the mother and the father. They're both grateful for everybody and for everybody's help. And they said that they hope that this will bring some closure to their family and have the ability to lay Naomi Michelle Miller to rest so that she can let it rest in peace.
Part of their plea agreements, the charges of tampering with
Beat the tax deadline with experts by your side. File with unlimited tax help, plus get a final review at no extra charge. So you know your taxes are 100% accurate, guaranteed. File confidently with our tax experts by your side. File by April 15th.
Life doesn't stop when you're getting an education. That's why Sophia offers self-paced, online, college-level
evidence were dropped, and they waived their right to appeal their conviction. On October 10th, 2018, LaDonna wrote a letter to District Court Judge Jay Weatherby, taking full responsibility for Michelle's murder. In it, LaDonna wrote, "I, LaDonna Yoder, is the one that took the life of Naomi M. Miller. I cannot sit here knowing that I let Mr. Miller go down for the crime that he has been charged for." LaDonna went on to describe several instances of domestic violence between Michelle and Robert, as well as Michelle's aggressive behavior towards her and her children. Apparently, on December 3rd, 2005, one incident in particular led to Michelle's death. LaDonna wrote, "Out of nowhere, Mrs. Miller started laughing, saying I was really stupid because I had been thinking that my 3-year-old son was finally sleeping all night long and getting on a sleeping schedule on his own, only to have her tell me that she had been giving him Benadryl to make him sleep. I snapped and pulled my pillow out from under my head and held it over Mrs. Miller's face until she stopped moving." She then wrote that Robert walked in on her sitting next to Michelle's body, crying and not able to move. Robert then took care of the body for her, and she later helped him relocate it to the racetrack. She ended the letter by saying, "I cannot change the past or bring her back. All I can do is ask for forgiveness from God and pray that whatever comes of this letter will be the right thing. I was asked in here why I did it. All I can say was I did it for my children and his children and for him." Robert Miller currently resides at the John M. Wynn Unit in Huntsville, Texas, while LaDonna Yoder resides in the William P. Hobby Unit in Marlin, Texas.
Wait. You're here. Thankfully, this is the last one.
Oh yeah, hold on, we get checkpoints. We don't gotta walk all the way back. That should have been the last one, right? There were only 3, right? Yeah, that was it. Alright, I'm gonna level up real quick before we get started on this. Alright, I'm waiting on you. Oh, you in here already? I thought it was a boss. Yeah. At least you have a ranged option, unlike warriors. Oh yeah, let's stay back a little bit then. I'm so full on my health left. I'm enfeebled on him, so trying to keep him to do less damage. He's done. Nice.
Darkness is mine. Never forget that.
Oh yeah, we got him on the first try though.
So the cultists really did have a king lurking out there in the shadow. Thank you.
Alright, back to town, right? Oh, we are B. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can go look at ritual rewards after that, huh? I wonder if it's on. Yeah, I am in good. I was about to say maybe because I'm part of you, but yeah. Maybe because I left the area.
I don't know how to it's in my... Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one.
You want these boots? They're invasion boots. I don't know if you need evasion or not. Alright, it's plus 11 evasion rating, 11% increased invasion rating, 14 maximum life, 2.8 regeneration per second, and plus 12 stun threshold.
I will treasure it.
29. Yeah, but it also has that 11% increase.
Well, whatever you
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like this one.
Dude, it'd be funny to give pin to something.
It seems shadows haunt us both.
Shut the fuck up, cow.
Hello. None of it's junk. Sure, I'll take it off
Alright.
to you.
Where are we headed to next? Oh shit, you should have told me. I would have given you shit to sell. I sold like a whole bunch of gold shit. I'm sitting already at 7K. Yeah, you gotta make sure to be picking shit up. I've been noticing you've been leaving your... Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink. I'm back. Where are we heading? We gotta go get. Yeah, we gotta get to the lost loot. Did you not get the farmlands checkpoint earlier? Damn it, brother. Just teleport to me. I'm here. I wonder if Tank wants to join up. Tank. Yeah. I guess it's all fun. He was online earlier. Sorry, I'm loading the bowl real quick. It says offered you 2 support gyms. Oh, did I say skill gyms? No, well then there were skill gyms.
This gives you the freedom to tell your story with a professional website that reflects who you are and what you have to offer. Customize every element of your website to meet your needs and achieve your goals. Create a unique visual experience
Nice, I created
that
an
enhances.
The man you're looking at with his mouth wide open is about to have his rights read to him. Apparently, he thinks that repetition will stop this already moving train.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against the court of law.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. I didn't do anything at all.
Could not afford a lawyer.
I didn't do anything at all.
Hey, I found it in his home. And in his loot box. And in his loot.
Why you read my rights? There's no point. I didn't do anything.
This is Evan Smith. Evan is what police call a frequent flyer due to his long history of run-ins with the law, most of which revolved around his violent behavior. He also had an extensive list of drug-related convictions, which he had already spent many years in prison for. In this footage, he is being arrested for driving while under the influence. Evan is a prime example of how intoxicated drivers tend to lash out at the police while being arrested, as you can see from these clips as well.
Don't you ever grab a cup like that again, bro? Give me that.
However, the things Evan says while being detained suggest that being arrested for a DUI is the least of his concerns.
Is she okay?
I told you that. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? How do you not know? What do you get this? Listen, I need to know if my girl's okay. I need to know she's okay.
Following his arrest, Evan was transported to the Falls Township Police Station, just 2 miles from where he was pulled over. At the station, police noticed that Evan's knuckles were bruised and that he had scratches on his face, neck, and chest. These injuries were consistent with defensive wounds, leaving police wondering what exactly happened to Evan. This arrest took place on July 2nd, 2021, just after 1 a.m. Hours earlier, on July 1st at 11:40 p.m., this call was received by dispatch.
And from a drink. And I go from a drink and fight.
The call was dropped before the dispatcher could get any information, but they immediately called the number back, and Evan Smith picked up.
This is 911. We just received a call from this number. Is everything okay?
No, me and my girlfriend were drinking. Right now she's unresponsive. I need help. And you follow us in room 29.
Evan frantically urged the dispatcher to send some help. talking over them while they attempted to guide him through CPR.
Come on, please. Can you get next to her? I'm right here next to her right now. Come on, please. Come here. Okay. Can you see if she's breathing?
She's not breathing. She's not breathing. She's not breathing. Come. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Can you get by her side?
Yes, I'm by her side. Please, come.
He eventually calmed down enough to pay attention to the instructions given, finally performing chest compressions on his girlfriend.
Count out loud so I can hear you doing expressions. 1, 2, 3,
2,
1,
3,
2,
4.
4.
In between counting, Evan continued to plead for assistance. His emotions were volatile, so it was crucial for dispatch to keep him focused on the task at hand.
1, 2, come on now,
Found the
y'all.
village.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Going, sir.
This isn't the first time that the New Falls Motel had been the center of a drug-related incident. In January of 2015, police confiscated a total of 26 bags from a dealer that was operating out of a room in the motel. He was later convicted of 2 felony charges
Trying to
related
move
this
up
illegal
there,
business.
and you just kept
On
fucking
another
staying
occasion,
right next
3
to
more
me.
people were charged and convicted for illegally selling similar items, which resulted in someone
I was trying to
accidentally
move up, and
overdosing
you were
in
just
one of the
sitting right
rooms.
next to me.
Basically,
Just kept
police
fucking
knew
pushing
what to
me back
expect
down.
when responding to this scene, or so they thought. When they arrived, they made their way up the stairs to the 2nd floor of the motel. Upon entering
How
room
long have I
29,
just been
they were
standing
met
here
by
staring
Evan,
out
who
into
began
space?
running around the room, picking up random items, jumping on the bed, and screaming at the officers to save his girlfriend's life.
Please, I'm here. We're here.
All right.
The room was in a state of disaster, with
Did you know Microsoft
We
offers
should
grants and
do
discounts
this.
exclusively for eligible nonprofits? Whether you're looking to improve productivity, make better use of data, or integrate AI into your daily work, Microsoft has you covered. Getting started is quick and easy. Click the link or visit us at Microsoft.com/nonprofits.
Hey, Mike, you might want to back up. Nah, bro, I'm good right here. Yeah, you got no chance of getting it out of the infield anyway.
What was that? That's not fair. I wasn't even ready.
food and personal items scattered everywhere, and blood soaking the mattress. The unresponsive female was Evan's partner
Blaming
of over
exploding
18
pigs.
years, 39-year-old Jamie Bagley. Jamie is a mother of 5 sons. She is known to be funny and outgoing, but also hardworking, taking any opportunity to help others. But the person that everyone knows and loves now had no vital signs, dying on the floor of room 29 at the messy New Falls Motel. She had scratches on her face and bruises on her body. Not only that, but there was blood coming out of her mouth, eyes, and nose. This set off red flags for the officers because it wasn't consistent with the many other drug-related emergencies that they had responded to in the past. Evan continued to be intrusive while the police took over performing CPR. He persistently asked if she was okay and gave no space for the officers to do their job.
You all right? You okay? You all right?
Here.
You good enough? You okay?
Hear me.
Back up. Back up. You okay?
The officers asked Evan several times to leave the room, but he essentially ignored the request. They decided that the best course of action was to call in more officers to help control the scene. And Evan. One of the officers was able to escort him down to the ground floor. Everything was under control until
That's
the two
cool,
got
bro.
into a
The
tug
acid
of war
string
over
with
a
fucking
purse
fire
that
around
Evan
it
had
was
taken
nice.
from
You
the
see
room.
that?
The officer came out victorious, and Evan immediately ran away, hopped into a black Nissan, and fled the scene, nearly hitting the officer as well as the ambulance that was
Where are
just
you?
arriving. Police chased him as he flew down Lincoln Highway
Oh, where
at
there's an
dangerous
essence up there,
speeds
you
with
said?
no headlights
Where,
on.
where?
However, considering this reckless driving, along with the
I'm
rainy
not. I
weather
left.
conditions,
Where's it
all
at?
officers were ordered to stop pursuing Evan in the interest of public safety. Back at the scene, the paramedics managed to
I can't
revive
see it.
Jamie, and she was quickly loaded into
Oh,
the
this
ambulance.
essence.
She was
Okay.
taken to the
I
Jefferson
thought you
Bucks
meant
Hospital
spirit,
ICU,
sorry.
where she was put on
I got
critical
confused.
life support. The police processed the motel room, collecting several pieces of identification, bedding that was stained with blood, and 3 cell phones, one of which was shattered. At the hospital, Jamie remained unresponsive, and the medical team performed a more thorough examination on her. During this exam, they found somebody's skin and blood underneath her fingernails. Also, in the tissue surrounding her eyes, they noticed petechiae, which are tiny spots of blood under the skin that can be caused by asphyxiation. In other words, it seemed that Jamie was actually suffocated. While medical staff fought to keep her alive, detectives from the police department and the Bucks County District's attorney's office worked to track down Evan. They started by sending police cruisers to the Penwood Crossing Mobile Home Park, where Jamie and the kids live on Hunter Drive. Evan used to live with Jamie in this trailer, but she kicked him out 6 months earlier and had him stay at the New Falls Motel after he had physically assaulted her. However, she continued to meet with him at the motel, despite everyone around her telling her to stay away from him. Officers arrived at Hunter Drive, and running in the driveway beside Jamie's trailer was the same black Nissan that Evan had left the motel in. After a few minutes, Evan jumped back into this vehicle and sped off, the officers trailing behind him. They pulled him over on Tyburn Road, near Route 13. He exited the vehicle with his hands up and walked backwards until he was apprehended, bringing us right back to the body cam footage at the beginning of this video. It was immediately clear that Evan was intoxicated. Conveniently, this gave the police probable cause to arrest him for driving under the influence. But it seemed that Evan was well aware of the actual reason he was pulled over.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against.
I didn't do anything.
I'm at the execution.
Okay.
I told you that. I don't know.
Alright, dude.
What you don't know? How do you not know? Listen to me. I need to know if my girl's okay. I need to know she's okay.
I'm mad I didn't get to execution.
As you already know, Evan was transported to the police station following this arrest. After taking the photos of his injuries, the detectives brought him into the interrogation room for questioning.
I was a part of the detective group that went to the hospital, okay, to meet with Jamie and to try to figure out what's going on up there, okay?
She had nothing for you, did she?
I'll be honest with you, she's not speaking, and it's not because she's choosing not to, she can't speak.
No, it's not true. Love when she speaks. It's not true.
Kevin, I'm trying to figure out how this happened so I can relate to the doctors.
It's not true. Why would she not be able to speak?
Why do you think she couldn't speak?
She would. She did it.
The detectives remind him that the main reason he called 911 in the first place was because she was unresponsive.
Right now, she's on the bus. I need help. I need help.
They then revealed to him that Jamie was actually clinically dead when they first arrived.
When you called 911, she wasn't breathing, right? That's why you called?
Yeah, that's how I felt, you know. I felt like she wasn't breathing. I couldn't say for sure, but I felt like that, and I didn't want to risk it, so I hurried up and I called her.
I can tell you she wasn't. She didn't have a pulse either.
Evan couldn't seem to grasp just how critical Jamie's condition was, so the detectives stopped trying to explain it to him. They were more concerned about getting a confession. They focused on Evan's injuries, suggesting that he was the one who hospitalized Jamie.
Evan, you strapped up pretty good there. She wasn't trying to defend herself, or did she walk on it?
God damn it.
These are like...
I know. I looked. I had a good look. It's pretty obvious what's old, what's not.
Yeah, there's guys up on the balcony shooting shit down.
Evan became more and more dismissive of what the detectives were saying.
Do you consider yourself that bit of an anger problem?
No, maybe sometimes.
Damn it, if these guys weren't here, I could get you up.
I think it's the biggest thing I ever had in my life. Excuse me, my emotions.
It's like you can't revive someone if there's an elemental effect on them.
When you don't get your way, you immediately, burst into, or have an outburst. And I could almost assume that if you're doing that with me, and Detective Pullen here, I can see you would probably regularly do this.
This is it.
Evan downplayed his anger issues, but his cell phone history told
the boss
another story.
though?
While this interview was taking place, a forensic specialist had been analyzing the couple's phones after they were collected from the crime scene. They were able to gain access to the recent phone history, which showed that Evan had bombarded Jamie with calls on several occasions, including just days before the motel incident. These calls made more sense when the police found all of the texts that Jamie and Evan had exchanged, which painted the picture of a roller coaster of a relationship. Sometimes it was clear that Evan was deeply in love with Jamie, and the two got along extremely well. But other times, Evan's rage would take over, and he would fly off the rails, threatening to kill Jamie and her family. The police also found video evidence of this ugly behavior on one of the cell phones. Just 2 days before the incident,
I was gonna have to kill.
Evan, Jamie secretly recorded what they were saying with a second phone.
common sense. The choice I have, either stay with you and worry about getting killed every other day.
No. Had we... Oh, Damien.
Use your armor. You need good armor,
Tell me
bro.
about it, Evan. I'm the one that's being abused.
Yo.
This phone call showed that Jamie was heavily considering leaving
Right
Evan
now?
after putting up with his
I'm
abuse for
14.
years. Instead of apologizing or saying he'll do better, Evan had a meltdown at Jamie for
just
sticking up for herself.
I have some gold on.
The fact that Jamie took this video in the first place was a good indication that
I just
Evan's
actually
anger
got some
issues
new
were
armor
only
on.
getting worse. It seemed that she
Soul
knew that it was
Jack,
only a
Hexer's
matter
Realm.
of time before something
Plus
bad
11
happened,
increased
and
energy
wanted
shield,
video
plus
proof of this
46
dark side
maximal
of
life,
Evan.
plus
But
11.
back in the interrogation room, Evan
My
continued
energy
to
shield's
deny
at
that he
89.
had anger issues
My health's at
and kept telling the
313.
detectives to ask Jamie if they don't believe him.
Talk to the girl and see what she says,
313.
okay? If that's the case,
I don't think you're understanding. We can't talk to her.
But she
cannot talk.
But she will, though.
She has a machine breathing for her. She is.
Oh, I also
unconscious and
got
is on life
2
support.
skill points right now, where
What
3%
occurred
of
in that
damage
room
taken is
while you were in
recreeped
there
with
with
life. So 6% of any damage I take is recreeped with life.
Evan, look at me. What do you mean there's a machine? There's no machine needs to breathe for her. No machine needs to breathe for her. Evan.
Time is running out. Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free now. Plus, get your biggest refund. File free now. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple 1040 returns only. Click for eligibility.
At Vistaprint, we print signs so people can see your brand up close.
Yeah.
But we also print signs so that people can see your...
What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense.
I like the game, I just don't like the game modders.
No, she can't.
I don't understand why they
can't.
nerf shit either.
No, she can't. No, she can't.
As much as Evan refused to accept what the detectives were saying, his demeanor began to change from this point on. It seemed that the harsh reality was finally beginning to set in. Jamie might die, and there was a good chance that he would go to prison for it. Evan seemed to realize that the best course of action in his current situation would be to confess. So he now spun a new story.
Are you
But this
running
time,
elemental
the evidence
damage?
worked against him.
If you
He
are,
now
make
claimed
sure
to have
I've
been
learned
fighting
to
with
make
Jamie
the
before it turned into
elemental
something more
percentage
intimate.
boost are way more important than anything else on the elemental build.
And I told her too much this time.
I had a bow that was giving +1 projectiles, and it was like doing less because it had no elemental damage on it. And so I switched over to a bow
Jamie's
that had
injuries corroborated the
+46%
strangulation
elemental
aspect
damage
of
and started
Evan's
clearing
tale,
shit
but
again.
the extent of her injuries, along with the defensive wounds all over Evan's body, made it clear that a struggle had definitely taken place. The detectives called his bluff, telling him that they were confident that the attack wasn't an accident. In response, he became defensive all over again, with his unstable anger problems seeping through.
I don't care what you think about that.
Well, you're also taking out one of the core mechanics for upping your damage. You gotta remember that.
How about that?
Clearly, Evan does
You're
care.
handicapping
If he
yourself.
didn't, he wouldn't have spent the rest of his interview trying to convince
For
the
that
detectives
character, it
that
does.
he deeply loves
I'm
Jamie
telling-
and would never hurt her. Yet, that's exactly what he does.
Does anybody here tell you how much I love that girl? You go ask 3 different neighborhoods. From Falls to Bushville to Levittown.
I don't know. I don't use stab anymore. I use whirlwind. On mine, I use whirlwind as my main click.
Evan didn't provide any more useful details for the remainder of the interview. However, due to the injuries and his own admission of strangling Jamie, he was charged with aggravated assault. The detectives wrapped things up and escorted him to his
I
cell.
just do
Evan's bond was set at $500,000,
the whirlwind,
money
and
that he didn't
then
have.
I parry,
So he sat behind bars
disengage,
at the
throw
Bucks
some
County Correctional
tornadoes
Facility
inside
for
of the
2
whirlwind.
years, while authorities continued to build their case against him. During this time, they interviewed Jamie and Evan's inner circle and learned more about the relationship between him and his kids. Evan was absent for most
It's
of
that
their
combo
childhood due
bullshit,
to his
though. That's
long
what they're
list of
wanting you to do,
convictions throughout the
combo.
years. When he was around, his emotional instability usually caused problems within the family. For starters, every time he came back into Jamie's life, she would become more distant from her friends and family. Also, his constant intoxication amplified his anger problems, which in turn fueled his violent behavior.
Oh,
it seemed
goddamn.
that everybody
That was
familiar
doing
with
some
Jamie
damage.
and Evan's relationship knew that if she didn't break up with him, something tragic could very well happen. And on July 4th, 2021, that tragic news finally came. 3 days after the incident at the motel, Jamie succumbed to her injuries. Evan's charges were upgraded from aggravated assault to homicide. Perhaps the most revealing piece of evidence against Evan came from Jamie's autopsy. On top of head trauma and a possible brain bleed, there were bruises to her neck and a fracture to her hyoid neck bone, confirming that Evan had strangled her to death with a significant amount of force. According to the forensic pathologist, it was apparent that she had clawed at Evan for approximately 2 minutes, at which point she fell unconscious. Evan then strangled her for anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes until she was dead. For Jamie's funeral, her family started a GoFundMe to help with the associated costs. It raised over $15,000 and to this day actively accepts donations to help secure her son's future. Leading up to Evan's trial, an inmate came forward saying that Evan had told him every last detail of what led up to the murder itself, and the lies that he told the police afterwards. Apparently, Evan had discovered dating apps on Jamie's phone and became upset. He told her that the next time she came to the motel room, he would kill her. Jamie stopped by to bring him food anyway, so Evan strangled her to death. The inmate also said that Evan admitted to fleeing the scene when the police showed up, and had later lied to them when he...
Not everyone's life runs in straight lines. At Sophia, we get that. Our flexible, affordable, self-paced college-level courses help thousands of people just like you complete their degrees for only $99 a month.
We give up so many freedoms as a service member when we deploy that 99% of the country just doesn't know.
Every time I choose to help a military person, I get the opportunity to stand for something greater than myself. The military lifestyle is still so...
He said he strangled her by accident.
There's no intent. There's no purpose. I did not purposely hurt Jamie. I love her, okay?
With an abundance of evidence and witnesses willing to testify, authorities now had a strong case against Evan. His trial began on September 5th, 2022. Over 3 days, several witnesses, including law enforcement officers, the forensic pathologist, a resident of the motel, and relatives of the victim, including one of her 5 sons, testified. Even Jamie's 15-year-old son, Evan, detailed 2 other domestic assaults, one in January of 2021 that left his mother bruised and battered, and a second on April 28, 2021, where his father set their trailer on fire. The prosecution ended off the trial with a powerful closing statement, saying, "This was personal. Jamie was leaving him after 18 years of torture and violence. The defendant killed Miss Bagley with evil in his heart and mind. If he couldn't have her, then no one else would." Ultimately, Evan Smith was found guilty of third-degree murder, aggravated assault, strangulation, recklessly endangering another person, simple assault, fleeing and eluding, and driving without headlights to avoid detection. Before handing down his sentence, the court could impact statements from Jamie's family and friends. They all referred to her as a loving mother of 5, who was always there for them when they needed her. Her sister sobbed as she stated, "She was my best friend and biggest supporter." During her brother's statement, he said, "She was like the glue that held our family together. She is not a person that you can replace." Jamie's loved ones also expressed their anger and frustration that Evan showed no emotion during the trial. They called for the judge to sentence him to the maximum sentence, describing him as a manipulative monster who was a threat to society and a danger to his kids. He was later sentenced to 23 and a half to 47 years in prison. He was ordered to have no contact with anyone in the family and was sent to the State Correctional Institute in Benner Township.
Finally,
2
I'm
years
getting back
after
to the
Jamie's
minion
death,
shit.
on the morning of July 5th, 2023, Evan was found unresponsive in his cell. He was transported to the Mount Nittany Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead at 2:23 a.m. Since Jamie's death, her family has held on to
probably
her
also
while
be doing more
navigating the highs
damage
and lows of life. Her sons,
by
Austin
yourself.
and Javian, graduated high school, and her son Tommy has started a family of his own, visiting his mother's grave with them often. Her son Evan, who was unfortunately diagnosed
they got him,
with
brought him
leukemia,
back a little
continues
bit.
to fight his illness. Thankfully, he
They
has
were
plenty
definitely
of
brought him
support
back a
from
little
his
bit.
family, who visit him daily and set up a GoFundMe to help with any medical bills
Okay,
not
circle
covered
back
by
around up here.
insurance.
They were not doing this well just a few days ago, I'll tell you that. It's mostly the curse, though. The curse is really fucking
fucking buffed up, dude.
So this is a World of Warcraft classless server where you choose abilities and build your own hero. You can mix and match any spell and talent in the game. I'm gonna mix Fire Mage and Paladin. Let's see if we can kill Ragnar. So at level 1, we're gonna unlearn the default skills and get Fireball, Crusader Strike, and Charge. Now I can like cast a Fireball, charge the...
Ow, ow. I'm gonna hide here for just a second.
Oh boy, we're about to do some terrible YouTube cooking. It's not Kay's cooking. No! Maybe even worse. Amberlynn Reed's.
That's me.
Cooking. Apparently. There's a Amberlynn Reed's awful cooking for 18 minutes straight by Aloe Mineral Water. 300,000 views, so it's gotta be good.
I'm assuming, before we even start this has got to be the only diet.
Yeah, if you're not using
guaranteed to gain weight.
Yeah, you must. Right.
It's a health journey. It's a health journey that she's got to take. Now, if you're not caught up with the Amberlynn Reed videos, it's basically another YouTuber who a lot of other people cover and poke fun of and point out inconsistencies and all this other weird drama that's going on.
Try putting scatter shot on your basic spear.
Yeah.
Russ, see
She's been on a weight loss journey for like...
Says it's doing the most damage. See if you can spread it out. That spear stab you're doing.
Still trying.
See if it'll spread out into like a triple hit.
Massive thing happened that we didn't cover. Mary said she's going to tell us about it. Something involving a rag. Not really too sure what that's all about.
Okay.
But we'll get to it one day. All right. Let's see this cooking.
And I'm a little nervous, so I'm gonna set the oven.
Oh yeah, here. I got this one right there.
Just one of these.
No, I don't need it right now. I don't know even what I'd use it for. I just need skill gems right now.
Oh, she started cooking in here. She got some ready leaf, sweet
You got
tea.
a level 4 skill gem, I'll take it.
Some rice, I think.
Kind of looks like
rice and some paste that's on it.
I was thinking that's like
that
straight out the can ravioli.
Yep.
Arsenal
Nothing says weight loss to me more than ready leaf sweet tea, though. You want to lose some weight? Get on that sweet tea.
Plenty of sugar.
Maybe she's not on a weight loss journey right now. I don't know. I want to see the cooking. Well, first, actually, she needs to clean these freaking... I can tell that first pan she pulled out is that one that you used one time, and it's not dirty enough really to clean it. Put it back in there. Oh yeah, I know. You can use tin foil. You can put tin foil on the top of it. And, it keeps it clean a little longer as long as it be holes. There you go.
Aluminum.
She knows.
Foil.
So aluminium.
Aluminium.
Knows how to make salmon. It's like probably not that difficult.
Salmon. Oh.
Garlic salt.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do some pepper.
Yeah.
And probably
I should have done that.
some onion powder. Okay, now you guys.
Onion powder. Whoa, it's like a raven in the refrigerator. It's like a party every time she opens the door. She's back, yeah, boy.
Are we going up to the manor?
Onion powder on your salmon. I thought maybe like some lime salt or something like that. Maybe. Yeah. Onion. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Maybe it's delicious. I don't know. She's the professional here.
Yeah, that's true. She's the chef.
Salmon.
There it is. That salmon. Got it from Kroger. I think I said one piece of salmon. Got a head of lettuce in there, still in the wrapper. That's what I'm talking about. Probably, if it's anything like my refrigerator, it'll stay just like that until it gets wilted. You throw it out.
Nice.
It's a honker. We do not want it to stick.
No stick. Ain't gonna stick. Ham on the job.
I also do not want to touch the salmon.
Stab yourself.
So,
what happens if you touch the salmon?
It's icky. Oh, it's a fish, man. It's yucky.
Don't want to touch it, yeah.
Yeah, well, if the salmon's slimy when you take it out, then you probably shouldn't eat it.
2 servings. For sure.
For sure, dude. Come on, you can get it out. I believe in you. Get it out with a piece of paper on the bottom of it. Yeah.
Just
get the absorbent. Come on, just get it out. Oh, there you go. Bam.
Nice.
Salmon secure.
Garlic salt.
Garlic salt.
Onion powder.
A little bit of onion powder. Sprinkle it on there. God.
I would have thrown an onion on that thing.
I love pepper.
Boy,
Bam.
That's a lot of black pepper.
I mean, you got Kay's cooking who like there for a long time. She didn't believe in any kind of seasoning.
That's true.
You got Amber over here, and she's like, I got 1 part salmon, 1 part
onion
flavor. Going to Flavor Town.
Ta-da!
Beautiful.
I like super seasoned stuff. But what I'm gonna do is
That's the super seasoning technique. Super seasoning.
Half a bottle of whatever you got.
All right, you got high blood pressure. You don't need to eat this because there's got enough sodium on here to get you for the rest of the week. Get that little fork. Yeah, pat it down.
gently.
It's like a rub for your beef. You know, she does a rub for her salmon.
And then tiny like that.
Got hit with a little Pam. Pam does it. Pam's got everything, man. So you gotta seal it in, you know.
You don't want those spices to stick. You know.
Hear that Pam, you know.
Yeah. A little buttery flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I like my meat really dry. Hi.
Alright,
That's me.
yeah, go on in.
So I
I'll
wanted to get
support you.
super like dry, and the end.
Bro, we're about to one-shot this boss.
She likes her meat extra
Helios.
Extra dry. She comes over for a steak.
Helios.
She's like, make it burnt.
Yeah.
Hank Kilby, ask her to leave.
Is that a juice? Put more seasoning on it.
I like seasoning and dry. I like it to come out like a potato chip.
Good boy.
Look.
There it is. All right. Look at this healthy meal.
Okay.
All right. Doesn't look crispy.
I know.
Looks like it's just cooked. All right.
All right.
Even the presentation. Case Cooking's got nothing on it. Look at that plate she's using. It's got little turds on it or something.
What is that?
Little Super Mario characters, like the little spiky guys you gotta jump over. Yeah.
The middle is the most important.
Is it
Yeah,
cooked?
it's cooked.
Okay.
Eric
Hooray.
said it's the skin.
Is it,
I'm
oh
so
yeah,
tired. I
it's
took
good
a bite
question.
without vlogging.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna start. I ain't gonna start trying to dig on that too much, you know. But it's like you got your food there. You got candy. Oh. God, I forgot you.
Oh my
my bad.
god, I hate
Gotta record that. Saw that delicious salmon blacked out there for a second.
It is blood covered.
Wow.
Holy.
Wow.
I'm so confused.
About what?
What is that?
Like I like the idea, the execution
What is
not
that?
so
What is
well.
I've always had, like I said, processed frozen salmon.
She about to say her mind's blown that she had some salmon from Kroger.
Fresh fish, not fish sticks.
It's
Whoa.
only a processed salmon out of a can. What is happening right now? My God. It's like going on a flavor journey. That's how good of a cook she is, man.
I know.
It's like buttery or something.
Oh,
I'm so confused.
there I
I didn't
go.
add butter.
True. She didn't add butter. She had Pam.
Yeah. Half a can of Pam.
Yeah, that Pam. Here, spray on the top.
Come save me.
Spray on the bottom so it didn't stick.
I need you
Where'd
to come
this
save
butter
me.
flavor come from?
I don't understand.
You get a spritz on top.
She's like, I love it extra dry. Ooh, it's juicy though.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's how you cook salmon.
Make the salmon just how I made it. Your life will never be the same.
Hell yeah, bro, that Rika sound, that was cool.
Peacock is the streaming home of Wicked.
Looks like it really helped you too.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Look at that. She said she wouldn't eat the whole thing. She ate it.
That's right.
She said she wasn't going to do it. All these lies. If you make it just
Yeah.
like she did, change your life. It will change your whole
Add
world.
bleed to it,
And I
dude.
can't figure out which way my hair's trying to lay today.
'Cause
Like
it
this part
changed. Add
is supposed to go that way, but it ain't.
Yeah, it's just kind of just chilling.
There.
Nice.
I can't see it. Tell me I look good. Thank you.
I ate the whole thing. I was freaking hungry. The skin is a no-go. Nope.
No
I
skin?
did not like that part.
That's your crunchy part. Or closest to the crunchy part. You eat the skin?
Of salmon?
Yeah.
I don't eat fish. So no. Now chicken though, man, give me that skin.
The skin on the chicken?
Yeah.
The baked chicken. That's where all the flavor literally is. After you get the skin off, it's like, it's just chicken.
That's just chicken.
And the actual fillet has this brown part, which is actually where the omega-3 is at. So I ate some of it on one side, but I didn't eat the other side.
It's like the whole point of eating fish. You need to get your omega-3 fatty acids. Salmon, especially wild salmon, a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, which is found in the fish's flesh, especially in the fatty layer under the skin, and are accumulated from their diet of algae and plankton. Algae. Wow. So she's right.
She is right.
Harvard Health. She went to Harvard?
Wow.
I go to images if her picture was there. Her pointed out because
I was gonna say we're gonna see her 3 spices.
So next time, I think before I even plate it, I'm just gonna cut it in half to save
Oh, I
the
didn't
other
know
half
that was
for another time.
genius. That's what you should do. You know, I mean, I understand where she's coming
look,
from.
trying
But
to
some of the
find a way
plates
out.
getting eaten.
That's true.
What makes it
Regardless.
plate? Done.
Regardless.
Nice.
Let's save that one.
I have no idea what I'm making right now, but
She doesn't know what she's making, but she's about to make something. It's gonna be like on Breath of the Wild, you know, where you Link, you just like kind of throw whatever you want in the soup. Something comes out. But it's gonna be like that, the one that's like censored because you can't look at it because it's so gross.
Oh yeah, the mush.
Yeah.
fried chicken, taco cuisine, some onions, use some jalapenos, rubber sauce and tortilla, some cheese. So, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll show you guys.
Yeah, show us. Show us this concoction here that you're about to make. Oh, what's on top of your refrigerator?
It's a lot of cereal.
Some cereal and I don't know, those 2 things of like cake mix, is that what that is?
God damn.
It's 1 potato. It was a big one.
1 big old tater.
I dodged into it.
The meat,
With some meat.
and then the cheese,
Okay.
which is
Oh yeah, we destroyed him. What were you worried about?
I don't know about this cheese.
Oh.
She's gonna hit them inhales. Just check that cheese. I don't know. Let me check the date on that. All right. So,
So but check the color too at that
We
point.
should have done some
so
lighting.
far she's
ones
making
in
meat
there.
and potatoes. Meat, taters, and
All right, now
cheese.
Sour smell. Hold on. I think we have
Sour smell?
Don't worry. She's got a backup.
See if this one.
Frozen cheese.
No.
Is that the kind you get the Fiesta blend?
Fiesta?
Yeah.
I like the Colby Jack. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of simple, you know?
Well, after what you said earlier, I thought for sure it was going to be the Fiesta blend, Dane. Colby Jack, sir.
So I'm gonna put cheese. And then I'm gonna put it in the microwave so it melts. And then jalapenos.
All right.
Yum.
Yeah, she was making like I pause it right there, but I don't know if she's about to smell it or drink it. Scared to see. Anyway, yeah, it's like what do you call it? It's like a taco
potato
thing, but except for having a tortilla shell, you have a potato. I don't know. I feel like I made something similar to this whenever I was home alone and just hungry when I was like 13.
Oh, I love jalapenos.
No, she
I
smells
love
good.
spicy things, as you guys can tell.
I can tell. She loves spicy things. I can tell. She's spicy.
Oh, so good. They're green and spicy, just like they should. Oh.
Someone sign her.
Yeah, please. Give her a record. Dude.
Go find it, and then I'll.
In the game of life, your health needs a team that works to skillfully cover every inch of the field.
On October 22nd, 2024, officers located a male in a parking lot that had multiple felony warrants out for his arrest for firearm possession, stalking, and more. What the officers don't know is that things are about to get much, much worse.
Got her, roll that window down. Got her in a red Chevy. Roll the driver's side window down. Put both hands out the window. Put both hands out the window now. Far out. Put both hands out the window. Put your hands out. Driver. Put your hands out the window. Put your hands out the window, driver. Last chance, driver. Open the door. With one hand, open the door. I got it. I got it. Step out. Hands on top of your head. Don't reach. Put your hands on top of your head. Walk away from the car. Sidestep. Hands on top of your head. Step. Now, backwards. To the
I
sound
don't
of my
even know
voice.
where to go after
Stop.
we get those.
Lift up your shirt with one hand. Left or right, you pick. Lift up your shirt so I can see your waistband.
These minions skills.
Lift up your shirt with one hand.
Yeah, I'm at the.
And show me your waistband. Stop right there. Lift up your waistband, your shirt, so I can see your waistband. Lift up your shirt so I can see your waistband. What?
What? I gotta go here.
Brian, come over here.
We'll bring him back here.
Walk back. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice.
That's pretty sure I got him.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Don't move.
Bone store.
At this moment, this officer finds a firearm in the suspect's waistband.
Gun!
Is there anybody else in the car?
No. Anything else, Andy?
No.
It's not real. It's not real?
No.
You're gonna get shot over a fake gun?
If I pull it up, it's gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
You what?
You gonna put that in your hand?
No, I'm saying if I would have.
Oh, if I just seen it?
No,
Like
I'm
this?
saying if I would have just pulled it off regularly, normally just pulled it off, would you have shot me?
No, not unless you point a gun at me.
Oh.
I'm not into killing people, man. I love people. What's your name, brother?
While the suspect may be compliant now, things are about to take a big turn for the worse.
Follow me, Michael.
What's the problem, sir?
Have a seat, brother, before things get bad.
I'm just asking y'all, what's the problem?
I'll tell you in a minute. Stick your feet in there. I'm gonna close the door. Michael, you got a warrant out of Wisconsin that you know about, right?
No, I don't got no warrant out in
Yes, you
Wisconsin.
do. Put your feet in there. Put your feet in there.
I don't have no warrant out in Wisconsin,
Michael,
sir.
put your feet in there. I'm gonna ask you one more time, really nicely, and then we're gonna drag you into this back seat.
I don't
Okay?
have no warrant out in Wisconsin,
Michael,
sir.
pull your feet into that car.
I saw him when he come out of he started adjusting
Yeah.
his shirt. Let me get your body cam. Cool. I'm gonna go through the car.
Oh.
Give me like 5 minutes, just toss it real quick, just initial, make sure there's nothing crazy.
Alright, I'm ready to head back. Where are we heading?
What's going on?
What he got his hand pulled around, took his shoes off and everything.
What you doing, dude? Huh? What are you doing?
What do you mean, huh?
I got asthma, you know what I'm trying to
Bring him out.
man.
Huh?
I'm chief, man. I want to supply y'all, man. Not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, you did. Just tried to escape.
No, I did it.
Ugh.
Dude, what are you doing?
You're probably
I'm not
faster
doing
on
nothing.
unload.
This is uncomfortable, man. What the f?
It's gonna get worse in a second.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm still loading into village because I teleported to you.
I'm just asking y'all, put it towards the front down.
Here.
poe2, can we get another unit over to this location?
Dude, stop.
Alright,
My fingers, stop doing that. My finger's caught, dude. Stop.
Be gentle, be gentle.
What are you trying to do?
Man, I'll give y'all $4,000, man. Everything in my pocket, please. Just take my cash and just go. Please.
Alright,
Take my cash and go, man. What, man? What the f*** are you trying to do? I'm not trying to do nothing.
Make it cold.
With AC Pro, anyone can recharge their car's AC. Like a pro. Be a pro with AC Pro.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
fighting, dude? What are you doing? Get like your stomach.
Look my ear.
Stop fighting. You understand?
Come on, man, my arm is broke.
Keep fighting with us.
Everybody hold still. Hold still.
You got a taser to your back. You get stupid with us and keep fighting, you're gonna get tased. You understand that?
Stay there.
I don't got no mental issues, man. He had mental issues. Go hurt my family, man. Come on, man. Y'all know the truth. He had mental issues. He had mental issues. Please, man.
He tried to slip out and...
He had mental issues.
Get him uncuffed. Somebody cuff him back.
Okay, relax. Relax, okay? Hey, let me get your cuff off, okay? And then we're going to take your hand behind your back and we're going to cuff you the proper way, okay?
If you resist or try... No, I'm telling you now, if you resist, you're gonna get tased.
Relax your arms. I got to get this cuff off, okay? Can you bring your arm forward a little bit?
Come on, I got $4,000 in my pocket, please, man.
Okay.
Okay, bribing us ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, please, let's let me go.
Nope.
I didn't do anything wrong.
This arm's going behind your back.
Put it
This
behind
arm
your back.
first behind your back. Do it now.
Put it behind your back.
Do it now.
Put it behind your
Do it
back.
now. Stop. Okay, now this
I'm
arm,
dying.
relax it and bring it behind your
I'm in
back. Do it
danger.
now. Do it now.
Switch.
Alright, dangerous here. I am the danger, Skyler.
Oh, y'all on some real bullshit.
I am the one that knocks.
1, 2, 3.
All right, now sit tight.
Dude,
Just relax.
y'all looking at y'all real cheap. Y'all supposed to give me a 4-1 and let me go. I didn't do shit wrong.
Let's walk into the car.
Hold on. We're searching him before we put him back in there. Separate your legs. Separate your legs.
I don't got nothing else on me, man.
All right, let's get all that shit out of there before he goes back in.
Go around and grab it.
Go inside this car.
See a little Simpsons character in the back of a school bus saying, I'm in danger. You think that of me?
Come on, man. It's a prank.
I am the danger.
Put your foot up. Put your foot up.
I don't got nothing on my side.
Put it up.
I don't got nothing in my side.
Get in there.
Relax. You're good.
Come on, relax.
What you need to do now, cooperate with us.
Well, I've like cleared out the entire manor.
Alright, I want to put.
Yes, you were just having a good nap. What are you doing away? Huh?
Trust me, bribing the police only adds to your problems. And we've been here frequently before, guys, watching the police interact with possible dangerous people and not knowing how the situation will turn out. And let me tell you, it's one thing to watch it, but it's entirely different.
Oh,
when
dude,
you
I
run into
leveled
it in
up
real
as
time.
I was about
Every
to
time
die.
I conducted a pedestrian stop
Funny.
or a car stop, I would hope for the best, but I always prepared for the worst. And to be honest, whether I got into a struggle or was shot at, if I walked into my house at the end of my shift, I was a thankful man. Well, today we see the officer rolling up behind a red Chevy that's parked, and he immediately orders the driver to roll the window down. I want you guys to notice how this officer's conducting this stop. This is called a felony car stop.
In November 2024, police were tipped off about an individual who would soon be arriving in La Crosse, Wisconsin. 21-year-old Dayton Allen was scheduled to arrive on an Amtrak train, where his 22-year-old cousin Dominique Hister, a convicted felon involved in a gang rape of 2 teen girls at the age of 15, was expected to pick him up. Police were aware that Dayton was out on 2 felony bonds in La Crosse County and had a nationwide felony warrant for charges including sexual assault of a child with a firearm, resisting arrest, threats to an officer, and several other offenses. Given his violent criminal history, multiple officers responded to the Amtrak station to establish a perimeter and aid in Dayton's apprehension. An officer quickly spotted Dayton exiting the Amtrak. However, as soon as he realized police were after him, he fled on foot until a bystander threw their duffel bag in front of him, causing him to fall.
Let's not get too far down.
Where am I using fire infusion? Oh, I got fire infusion on my arsonist. Now I can't put fucking. And I'm like, damn it. Damn it, Randy.
Stop resisting!
Put your arm behind your back or you're gonna get tased.
Here, I got his head.
Do it. I got his feet.
I wish you would tell me that before I try to use
Stop. I got his hand. It's done. Stop. It's over.
48, we're fighting. We got him in custody here soon.
Stop, dude. It's over.
We're still attempting. He's on the ground.
You good, man?
I'm bleeding.
Good work.
Okay.
You all right? You okay? Hey, man, you hurt? Let's get the ambulance going.
Sit him up. Yeah, he's good.
Good? You all right?
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name.
Just bleeding in the nose.
Tri-state, emergent. We're not sure if he's unconscious or faking.
Here, roll over, buddy.
Yeah, this is my nose. You okay? You're okay. Does anything hurt?
Dehydrated.
You're just dehydrated? Like thirsty?
His bag's over here.
You alright? Nope. That's his. Like thirsty or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You want us to get you some water? You want to sit up?
Look, I don't want to fight.
We're done fighting.
Yep. You want to sit up?
You want to sit normal?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
No. I can't sit up.
Okay.
I can't sit up. I twisted my ankle.
Okay, you want to stay like this?
While officers collected Dayton's belongings, his cousin Dominique rolled up to the scene.
Watch that guy behind you guys. Hey, behind you. Take a step back, man. Hey, back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Then back up. Up. I understand that. He's got warrants. He's resisting. He's going to jail. I don't care. I'm telling you to back up.
My ankle, please. It hurts. No, my ankle hurts.
Then back up.
I didn't touch you. Stop touching me.
I told you to back up. We won't touch you.
Sir, please.
But
not right here.
I'm not right there. Look, I'm right there.
Just back up.
I'm right here.
Simple question.
I'm right here.
Can you help me get to my feet?
No.
Please.
He's gonna stay sitting until the ambulance shows.
Shut the fuck up.
The bag. No, I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't?
Ask him.
What kind of strong box?
Do you want to sit up?
Please help me get to my feet.
No, we're gonna stay sitting. You said you twisted your ankle, so let's just stay sitting and cool off.
I don't know if it's broke or just sprained.
Well, we
help
got
me
the
get to my
ambulance coming. No, we're gonna stay
It hurts.
sitting. Are these your bags at all?
I've been here just to film the drag.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hey, that was quick thinking off that.
Just stay sitting, okay?
I'm doing it.
I
I'm
didn't
sure.
even know you was here, bro.
I don't know, my sister, right?
What's that?
My sister, Diamond. How did you guys know I was even here?
How did we know you were
Yeah.
here? I have no idea.
I don't have anything on me. Here, just gonna make sure, man.
So what hurts besides your ankle? Anything?
I haven't slept in weeks.
I got you want your body camera? Yeah. I think it's over here. That's right. I got it right here. That's
I
is that your blood? Yeah, it's my nose.
I haven't slept in weeks, sir.
That's
Weeks.
humanly impossible.
No, it's not.
Well, we'll have the ambulance check you out then. They'll be able to fix it. Nope. So you gotta stay sitting for me.
Y'all, get to the car. Get to the car.
No, bro. Are you crazy? Tell there's 5,000 cops and a black man. Are you crazy?
We have an ambulance coming, so you're gonna get checked out by medical.
Lucky y'all didn't get before I got here on the Jeep, because it would have been trouble. I can say what I want to say, but I don't care about none of these officers, bro.
No,
They couldn't do nothing to me on the Jeep, boy.
just stop there. We're gonna make it.
What can they do? Dominique Marquise, what the
It's like you're worse.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah, shake your head.
Dominique, can you please leave? Take my stuff.
What you want to do? Come on, yo. I see my field tomorrow. Home visit. So, yeah, come on.
Take all my. You, Dominique, you're gonna stay with me.
He's on
Tell
probation?
Alizé to take my uncle.
You say you're on probation?
Yeah.
Should we call probation?
Call him.
Should we?
For what? What is he doing?
Alizé, grab my. Take it to my uncle's. Everything. You get your hand off me.
You just hold me up.
I know. I have
Y'all
one.
have to remember we're black. We're scared of you.
I've been on you.
Yeah.
20
That is
years.
one black man by himself.
Been around that long.
$10,000
You've been around that long.
It should be in my files. I have claustrophobia, so I don't. When I'm in cuffs, I don't like being touched.
Can he just keep a hand on you then? If I
Can you
stop?
take it up? You guys can be as close as
Someone
you want.
has to
I
keep
just
a
don't
hand
want
on you.
anybody touching me. I have
Someone has to keep a hand
problems,
on
sir. I have mental health issues.
We understand.
I don't know.
I don't know what they
I just see, listen, I see them like, damn, it's that cuss belt. I'm like, damn, folks, I gotta go get it.
Dominique, they not finna give me no bond. So listen, when I get to
Your
jail,
bond gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same 5 years.
no, it's gonna be 10. I need you to pay my
What do you have?
my bond.
Same all over.
10,000, but they dropped it to 5. So look, I need y'all to get me out.
He's got more charges on top of the
Turn around.
What do I have now?
fighting with the cops.
I think it might be up
I didn't
there.
even. You didn't fight with the cops?
Did you explore the area up there? Back behind you?
Look at all the blood from one of the cops.
It's either up here or it's back there. No, it's right here. Alright, yeah, keep going.
These are all the daytime cops.
Y'all walk me to the SWAT.
No, we gotta get you
I can
checked
see the
out.
nurse there.
We're also out here.
Oh,
Also
yeah, What, did it come back anything? No, exactly.
Yeah, you're on probation. I'll make sure to let your agent know.
I don't give a
Sounds good. All right.
You think I care? Do you think I will call him right now?
You haven't cared for a long time, man.
I ain't cared. I ain't never cared about none of you.
I know.
Dominic, you don't intimidate. You can run your mouth, but you don't intimidate. Arresting him for a warrant, that's all it is.
You ain't had that bad.
So,
fucking
ghost my dead brother. Hey, y'all be downtown.
Alizé, can you please take my
Nope. No, it's not. It's coming with you.
Are you threatening people right now, right in front of all of us? Because you just said if you've seen us downtown without a badge on, you're gonna beat ass. Yeah. So if you want to keep saying that, you're gonna go.
How can we get a stop?
You can't take me nowhere.
Yeah, you can.
You stop. You stop.
Can't take me nowhere.
Stop.
I literally have no strength.
Turn this over. I'm going to answer a question. I know. Yeah, and that's what
I literally haven't slept in days.
You can't do that.
I haven't eaten in days.
You know that.
Well, can I
You know how that niggas, y'all know how it is.
Listen, can I just explain something to you real quick? Okay, so, and I'm just explaining to you, okay?
As Dominique continued to talk shit, Dayton slipped out of his handcuffs and tried to flee, causing officers to fall onto him on the active railroad track.
Come on, man.
Oh. Right on your back. Watch, Dominic.
Careful. Stop. No more help. Stop. Take him down. Give me the hand. Down.
I got a light.
You're gonna get tased again.
Watch Dominic.
I got him.
Dude, stop fighting. Give me your hand. Stop reaching.
I literally can't.
Put your hand behind your back.
He's on my back.
Just put it.
We're not behind
Give us
your
your hand. Give us your arm.
Yeah.
on me.
Give it. You can get.
Not everyone's
said
life
that.
runs
I
on
did. I
straight
said
lines.
I'm dead.
At Sophia, we get that.
Hey, like literally like 10 seconds ago, and then you go, "Are you dead?"
He's got room to give it.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm grabbing something.
Exactly. Stop. Back up. Back up, Dominic.
I'm not doing nothing.
I didn't hear you say I found it either.
That's fine. You can record all you want.
Stop.
Stop fighting.
I got the right. I got the right.
You take one more step towards us and you're going in cuffs. Okay?
We're okay, guys. Guys, calm down. We got it.
I'm not chasing you. You can run if you want.
No, don't chase me.
Then stop fighting.
I'm not chasing you.
No, get me off the track. I don't wanna...
All right, so he's next.
We gotta get him off these tracks in case the train comes.
Please don't get me off the tracks. I don't wanna.
You don't wanna be on the tracks either, man.
I'm not even on them.
He's next.
You just please stop.
You just say he's gonna do me after we're done. So, yep. That's threats to law enforcement, bud. You can stay right there. You're under arrest too.
I'm down.
Let's go.
Fight.
You just
get out of the road.
We're getting to it.
Take me to jail, bro.
You're under arrest. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. You're under arrest.
48. Send us another car. We're gonna try to arrest off the pister.
No, Elmo! Get the f out of here! Get out now!
We'll put a warrant out. Let him go. Let him go. Put a
I
warrant
even
out,
became
law
my
enforcement.
buddy even got promoted to a
Let's get him up.
manager.
Do we got cuffs on him?
He was doing so. He got so many kills.
Dayton, get up.
Dominique then quickly got into his car, put it in reverse, and nearly struck the two ambulance personnel walking directly behind his vehicle.
Watch out, guys. They're gonna take off. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's a paradise for us white mobs.
Sir, you just tried to run over an ambulance. I'll go with him. You guys take care of it. Stop!
Apparently, rares are white mobs. I didn't know that. I hope the rare mobs are the gold ones.
Come on. Help me, bro. I'm not gonna
48, send us another car now. Dominique.
472 YFL, 472 YFL. Toyota. Made threats to law enforcement. Charges. He's taking off now. It's gonna be Dominic.
I can't go to LaCrosse County.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. You were going to LaCrosse
Oh, yeah.
County.
I can test this
Can
on
you
as
just go
well.
home? Now everyone's going to jail.
Yeah, did you see that damage?
Why are you guys all getting arrested?
I know
He's got a warrant.
I didn't know that.
Why? We just told you he had a warrant.
How am I supposed to know that? What are you guys arresting? Why are they just telling me for?
He was almost ran over an ambulance.
No, he did not.
He didn't. It doesn't even make any sense. Should we
No.
just take her too?
He was not driving
I
speed, but he
yeah, I
was
can't
backing
really
up
see his
without letting
animation,
him know,
but it's
ran over the
fire.
tri-state.
There's only that they have to figure out there. Huh? They have to figure that out there. I'm gonna remember you. Okay.
Go, Helios,
48,
there's
50s,
smoke over
and all the
here.
other
You almost
things
burned
were
yourself.
Good, now he took off. We got him in custody. We're trying to
Oh,
get
I'm froze.
No, I'll be out eventually, right? Yeah.
We took him to a squad because we fought with him, got him in cuffs, he slipped,
no, he
cuffs,
is.
fought with him
It's
again.
just a little.
And now we took him to a squad because we had him tackled on the train tracks. Okay. We search him good.
No, it's like once.
Dude, I didn't reach this.
He's probably not supposed to be taking damage, but we're just doing that good.
He was like faking passed out. We have no idea. He's brawled twice with us.
Oh yeah, this is the final boss. I beat him in one try on my ranger.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna have to get him.
My first time actually fighting him.
Yeah, and there was somebody else that said that they didn't want him.
Camp, I gotta carry you.
Stop, Kiki! Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm gonna take your phone. Stop, Kiki.
I need my phone.
Yeah, you'll get in that jail if you knock it off.
Ow! Ah!
Stop fighting.
Dude, you just beat me like. I literally have nothing on me, bro.
Yeah, we still have to search you.
You good, Wesley?
Yeah, I'm good. I ran over twice.
I know. We'll put warrants out for him now.
Yeah, he told me, like, yeah, it's wait till you're done. I'm gonna do you behind that car over there. I'm like, okay. I can't get the other side.
Stop touching my.
Stop!
Stop resisting.
They will shoot you. Stop.
No one's gonna shoot him. He's in handcuffs.
I got my camera on. Don't worry.
You're really close to going. I'm warning you. You won't. I'm warning you. It's the last warning. We're done. Olsen, shut the up, bro. Yeah, he's okay. He's fighting with the police. He's okay. He's not gonna. Yeah.
I'm trapped in a corner. Oh fuck, I barely made it out of there.
Get your hands off of me. You.
You wanna turn your camera on?
You're doing so fucking good right
We'll
now,
probably
dude.
just go to jail. We're good? For now. Alright. Well, worst case, we'll go to
I
hospital.
mean, I am. I said I am. I don't know about you. I've been paying attention
Turn your
too
camera
much.
on, watch the video, just so he doesn't.
That was a bad fight.
Ooh, I got hit
Yeah,
hard
Bodie's
there.
got a bloody nose. I'm okay.
Ooh.
Bodie, you want them to check out your nose?
I don't know. I gotta look at my knee and elbow. It's killing me. So on. Just, I want to watch him so he doesn't dig. Someone want to ride with
We
me
got
so we
this.
can watch the video while he's in the back.
Dude, twice. He's still conscious.
Dodge, just keep dodging.
And then his came to pick him up, was running his mouth, then threatened to kill us. So we're like, well, you're under arrest, and he took off running.
Do you want someone to ride with you? Yeah, I have it somewhere. I put it on live view so you can see him.
Let's get him to jail.
Yeah, we need to watch him. He's gonna take for shit. Yeah, I'm good. No kidding. I don't know.
Vang, I'll follow you, okay? Straight to jail. Make sure
They're
you
not leaving
explain
corpses,
to the
that
jail
sucks.
What happened as far as if they pull some medical bullshit. We don't have, it's a safety issue at this point.
Do you get your nose checked?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's a lot of blood for just nose bump.
I think you're glitched. I'm not having that issue.
I know, I was like, and then as soon as I grabbed on, and he, like, hey, and well, I don't want to grab the wrong guy right away and be like, people other shit. So I was like, you see him run the rest of it?
You don't even know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Sir, I can't be in La Crosse County. Can you listen to me, please?
Yeah, it's a split-second dodge now. I think they just lowered the dodge rate on that, or dodge frame on that.
86%. Can you imagine spending all that extra time for yourself? Calling and editing is now simpler.
Yeah, they shouldn't have made it that short. Alright, why is this tracking with them? I think I'm gonna try to
At
get you.
Vistaprint, we print signs so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business here. See it here. And see it here.
Get back.
So you
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
out. Even when they're way back here. Get 20% off signs and banners at Vistaprint.com.
Because he does it super quick now. For no reason, bro. I hate
some
it.
very powerful people after me, and you guys tend to kill my kind.
We don't kill your kind. We resist like this.
Can I at least ask the question?
What?
Was it my sister who called you?
I have no clue, man.
Yes, you do. Why are you guys lying to me, bro?
I'm not lying to you. I have no clue who called it in. It's a tip.
My cousin wasn't involved. Can you guys at least
He hit me
spare my
once,
cousin?
took
You
all
got
my
me. You don't
shield,
even
and that
know
was
my
it.
cousin's life. Please, officer.
It's not up to me.
Can you just tell him to stop, please? You know he was wrong. You guys are supposed to protect and serve. The least you can do is spare my cousin because he didn't do anything. Sir.
What?
Please. Is there anything
I'm
you
not
can do
taking
for
much
my cousin?
damage from
No,
his
not
hits
after what he did.
on this.
He didn't do
Usually I take a
anything.
lot.
He did.
What did he do?
Trying to run some over the paramedics. Stop moving around.
My wrist is hurt. Nah,
Just
bro.
dodge.
Like I get, like y'all are cops, and you're arresting me, but that doesn't mean you have the right to treat me like less of a human being.
What the f you talking about, man?
Telling me not to
Treat you with respect.
I have the right
off the train.
Fuck, fuck,
Punk, if I
fuck.
was
This
in
one
these
always
cuffs,
fucks
what
me.
are you talking
That's the one
So
that
stop.
fucks me.
Stop talking to me now.
You can shut the up talking.
You.
Bitch, for real. Get rid of that badge and the gun, and what are you? Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be like a good few feet away from it.
At
Yeah.
the jail, officers
I was
searched the
dodging
bag
that
Staten arrived with and discovered a handgun.
Got this, dude. We're about to clear him first try.
Is he a felon?
I'm gonna. No. Are you okay?
Where's he at? Where's he at? Fuck, I lost him.
Clear.
Extendo class.
Alright, we got
Would
one more
make
of these
sense.
at least.
That's why he didn't want us to do that.
Relax and take it.
It sucks.
He's going down.
Normally wouldn't bring it, but it all happened real fast.
What?
I just got off the train and stuff. Yeah, we'll put the. Can you just take his big bag maybe?
Damn, he's.
Or should we just take that too? I take it.
Oh, is he?
So he's up.
Yeah, he is. I just noticed that.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he has a
fuck,
conflict of
fuck,
interest here, so
fuck, dude.
One of the people he.
Hold on.
Police
I can't
later
kill them fast
contacted
enough.
probation and parole, informing them of Dominique's statements and actions during the incident, resulting in
No,
a
I'm not
warrant
losing
being
you,
issued for his
motherfucker.
arrest. Officers then visited his listed residence that same night.
Hey,
As
I
officers
apologize
quietly
for my
approached his
earlier
door,
statement.
they heard Dominique's voice. However, it stopped immediately after they knocked.
Hey Dom, it's the police.
It's heard you talking in there. It's the door.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, I
Jose
get
needs
you, I
your
get
car,
you.
right? That doesn't want us to tow it.
I cannot get you. No, I cannot get you. That was my last bit. Alright, it's on this. Bro, on the Ranger, whenever I did this, I got to I emptied my vial and then just didn't get hit for the rest of the time. I was just like, nah, I can't get hit, so I didn't. That's clearly not happening this time. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, love that. Fuck yeah, dude! That's stupid.
I mean, I know you see more.
Kill him. Just kill him right here.
And I get it.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Are you for real right now?
Oh yeah.
And I lagged. Awesome. Wow, that's stupid as fuck, dude.
You know, I was trying to.
There's no reason he should have lived through that.
And then Dominique decided he's gonna start threatening me, and then he takes your car, almost runs over some tri-state people, so the ambulance people.
I'm the one
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between him leaving and him almost running over people. I mean,
Well, you're doing enough damage. We fucking had it.
And at this point, I'm not gonna stand out here all night and try to get him to come out. I know he's in there. You don't have to say yes or either. I'm leaving. But he's gonna have charges. He's got warrants. Probation warrant. He's got bail jumping. He's got resisting and threats to law enforcement. Probably turn himself in at some point so that he doesn't have to go through the whole.
No, that's new. I think they added that recently.
Yeah.
I can't drive my car. I'm saying I'm gonna vote, so I can't drive my car anyways.
You do me a favor next time. Like, I get it. You got
Yeah, but like I said though, y'all know how since I was a juvenile, I always had a mouth like that. I won't cuss you guys out, not care.
The thing is, there's a difference between cuffing. See, you don't have charge right now, right? You can't pull. But you listen. You clearly know where to push line 2, which you've always done. But you know when to stop, because you stopped and you started talking normally. Where that's where he screwed up.
What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, but then you started to threaten.
What am I
You made
stuck
threats.
on?
That's the difference. You can threaten. We're kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. But there's not a crime to be annoying.
There's a different thing. Some cops will sit there, ignore you. When you're, good, you guys are both, I have a video calling you on TikTok. Like,
I'll take that. But when
I'll say all the time, I'm gonna please.
well, that's
I say stuff like that.
then you go to jail for that.
I said it before.
Well,
Never went to jail for it.
I'm saying.
Okay, but you guys got the reaction out of us that you guys wanted. So we're gonna keep going. The more you guys talk, the more y'all can just shut the hell up.
I want you to back up. You could cut your phones up recording. I'm fine with
We're
recording.
gonna touch you guys. You see how many of them?
Yeah, you gotta understand.
We're black. We're scared to do certain things. Even that, I'm like, these cops are too scared to fly and shoot us. You have to understand why
But
we do. That's why we freak out. We're black.
But you gotta remember, I mean, when somebody starts digging in their waistband and walking up on us, like Dominique did, I have it on video. I don't know though.
He's around kids all day.
The same.
He's with kids right
He's
now.
got to start thinking, I have it on video.
I have it on video.
I have it on video.
He said, if y'all get behind his car, I'm gone. You know what that means?
Not what he said.
I'm gonna go grab my phone.
I'm not gonna, I got stuff
Awesome.
to do.
No. I want you to listen to yourself, because that's a wrong car. You can't do that.
So you're telling me you got video of the whole thing in your phone, huh?
Do your, as in a high-speed chase.
I love that half the ground here is frozen. That's stupid. Usually it's not. Oh, I guess that's not frozen. I've just been afraid to step in it because I thought it was. Yeah.
At Trex, we're excited to build great things in Little Rock. And building great things starts with building a great team.
We're establishing an
I
entire
love
facility with local people. The opportunity to grow is amazing.
At Trex, we value you. That's why we offer best-in-class benefits, generous vacation time, market-leading pay, and more.
I really like the company
puts people first. The future at Trucks is
What the
obvious.
fuck
Trucks,
ever, dude?
we're worth it, and so are you.
Free Tax USA, where federal filing is always free with no games or
I'm doing
pricing
awful
limits.
this one.
Because choosing your tax
We were doing
software
great
is
on the first one.
guessing game.
Then I
Companies
got
may claim
here,
their federal
I started
tax filing
doing
is
shit.
free, that is, minus the hidden fees, high prices, unlimited add-ons. No way. And when you're ready to submit, it's not really free. Not this year, my friend. You have found Free Tax USA. Say goodbye to forced upgrades and unexpected fees. The only trick up our sleeve is free federal tax filing for everyone. Plus, filing a state return is less than $20. Go to freetaxusa.com.
The following day, an officer returned to his residence to conduct surveillance. Dominique and the female were soon observed getting into their vehicle and driving away. A traffic stop was initiated, and as expected, Dominique fled on foot.
Marker, we're attempting the traffic stop. She's picking up.
Keep going.
Please stop!
Running south.
I should have dodged again, I did.
South to the, west to the alley, west to the alley. Please stop! You're under arrest!
Damn it. Yeah, I hate that
Going
fucking
south
skill.
again.
It is.
Running south. Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground!
I'll take the second one for sure. First one
On the
I'm
ground,
breezing
stop.
through.
Here's on your back.
Show me your hands. What are you doing?
I know. What are you doing?
I'm trying to go home. I
No.
put my stove on.
No.
That's what I was turning back.
You're not
Who
going
are
home.
you?
Police department.
I have him in custody here. 1 block south of the market. We're all good.
I don't know. I'm confused.
You cannot drive.
Okay, I won't drive. I'll get out. Here, do you want my key?
No,
I don't
sit
have
tight.
weapons.
Just sit tight.
I don't have
Sit
weapons.
tight.
That's why they took on the deal with they.
Do you think someone could come over here? Oh, I left my stove on. I literally.
Let's go this way, man.
She tried to take off. She got
No,
stopped again.
I'm not gonna take off. I was taking
You
off.
already did.
You need to tell him that my stove is on. My stove is on at my house.
Okay, we'll take care of it.
No, not take care of anything. My doors are locked.
Okay, take care of it.
Here, I got something quick. Nothing illegal on
Ooh.
You need to sit tight.
I am
Let's
sitting
see.
tight. They took it the wrong.
Could
they
I
just took it
get-
the wrong way. They didn't.
Well, when your passenger takes off running, that's not a good
Braces, I
start.
need
I didn't know he was gonna take off, bro.
You knew he was gonna take off.
No, I didn't, bro. Oh my god.
So I would have get her paperwork and stuff. Tried to take
I
off
didn't
for a
try to
little
take
bit.
off. My stove is on
Yeah,
at
you
my
still
house.
took off and then stopped again.
My-
Okay.
Let's go over a little bit to the left. Okay, that's good. I just didn't want to drop your phone.
So I don't think she knew I stayed in my car. Yes, here's what my assumption is that she didn't think I was in my car, thinking I took off. So.
All right, I'm gonna make sure these cuffs don't get tied up on you, okay? You alright? Here.
Man,
Look
these
at that, man.
exalted
It's not too
orbs.
quick, all right?
I'm gonna go over back over by
Just pull it, you can just pull it. Well, I just want to catch your hair. Oh, all I have for you right now for charges is just that warrant, okay?
Huh?
You have a warrant from probation.
No other charges.
There's also a different case that people are working that they have charges for you as well, but I'm not sure what they are.
No, just stay by your car. Just, it's fine. Just stay by the front of your car. Is your jacket in the car? Then I can get it. I don't want you digging anywhere. I don't want you looking into. I understand it, but I'm gonna treat you just like any other traffic stop I do.
No, you're not. You're being
No,
weird.
I am treating you exactly like any other traffic stop.
When have I ever had weapons or anything in my car? Whenever I ever got in trouble?
It doesn't matter. This is a traffic stop.
It's cold.
You are going to listen to me.
Well,
Because that is
am
a traffic
Mom, I'll
stop.
call you back because I'm about to
Okay.
freak the fuck out.
Pop your trunk and we can grab your jacket. Or you can sit in
Put
your
a
car and stay
focus
warm.
on.
If you're
Maybe
cold,
that'll
sit in your
help.
car and stay warm. So I can do your paperwork and get you out of here. Okay. 3 citations, operating after revocation,
Yeah, this
operating
will
vehicle
work.
without insurance, and then
Yeah,
no
we're gonna
complaint.
do a lot
Okay?
better now.
Court date is not managed.
Y'all are doing the most right now.
It's got to be attached appropriately.
It fell off. Do you want to put the back on?
You can sign here and date here.
Oh, so faggoty, bro.
I need some gloves. Do you have any extra gloves?
Yeah, it's got to be attached to the car.
I've been driving around like this for 2 years.
Well, you shouldn't be driving at all. You're revoked.
Didn't I just tell you I
Not
didn't
the
know I was
best, but
revoked?
they're
Where do I
there.
Officer Westfall told you last night.
Give me increased energy shields. My energy
No.
shield's
Okay,
121
and
now.
when lights are on behind you, you can't take off.
I didn't even see them.
Yes, you did. We were behind you. He ran, and then you took off.
Y'all are irritating.
Well, just letting you know that's called fleeing. You have a better night.
In the end, Dayton was charged with felony counts of escaping criminal arrest, bail jumping ×2, misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed weapon and resisting obstructing an officer ×2. Dominique was charged with felony battery threat to an officer and misdemeanor counts of resisting obstructing an officer and bail jumping. Ultimately, Dayton was given a cash bond set at $5,000, while Dominique was given a $1,000 signature bond. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
This is Podium Series, a collaboration between Armor All and Oracle Red Bull Racing. Precision-engineered products that bring out the best in every car.
The Armor All Podium Series, engineered.
I'm Piers Morgan. And this is Piers Morgan. Hey, what are we watching again? Ha ha ha. No. No. Do you believe in magic?
From meeting for coffee
Megan, I love you.
to meeting the
As soon as possible, the two of them scrambled out of the cave
Level
and rushed to their
16
car.
though, we're doing pretty
On the
good.
way back to the main road, they flagged down a passing motorist. John leaned into the car window, his voice sharp with urgency. He urged him to call for rescue as a man had fallen in the Megawell cave. The motorist nodded, speeding off to find a phone.
Yeah,
Linda
the
drove
cup.
them to a nearby supply point,
The wall
where they
cooks me
picked
hard.
up 2 ropes, one 308 feet long and another 174 feet long, a sleeping bag, and John's rain suit. As they raced back to the cave, Linda spoke, her voice trembling, thinking, what if he's still alive down there? What if he's waiting for us to come back? John didn't answer. He couldn't let himself think about that. He knew they were
I
already
love that I
running
rolled
against
right in the
clock.
middle of that.
The question remained,
Just
what
going
exactly
for you
happened?
as I was dodging.
Once back at the cave, John told Linda to wait at the main road to direct rescuers when they arrived. He grabbed the ropes, his gear, and the sleeping bag, then headed back into the dark, cold cavern. At the edge of the pit, John worked quickly to re-rig the new rope. His hands trembled.
Well,
but
he's
his
taken
years
a
of
lot less
caving
damage
experience
so far.
kicked in, guiding him through the knots and anchors. The roar of the active stream was
No,
deafening, water cascading down the pit and soaking him to the bone. Finally, with the rope secure, he clipped in and began his descent. The air grew colder and damper as he lowered himself into the abyss. The sound of the stream echoed all around him, amplifying his unease. When John reached the bottom of the pit, he saw the reality of what had happened. Charles lay there, motionless, his body twisted in a way that left no doubt. His helmet was shattered, and there was no rise or fall of his chest. John's stomach churned, but he forced himself to approach. He checked for a pulse, knowing full well what he would find, or wouldn't find. He was gone. John stared at the body, a mix of grief and guilt weighing heavily on him. He felt like he had failed Charles, like this was somehow his fault. The silence in the chamber felt suffocating, broken only by the relentless drip of water from above.
Oh yeah,
He
we got
wrapped
him down
Charles's
to at
body
least
in the
by a
sleeping
quarter
bag,
before we
securing
started
it as
this
best
time.
he could. The task felt surreal, like he was moving through a nightmare. But there was
It's a lot
no
better
time
than
to
what we
dwell
were
on his
doing.
emotions. He had to get out, to tell Linda and the
We were,
rescuers what had
at about
John
half.
began the climb back up the pit, his body already
He was
weary
starting
from the
this at
descent.
about half
The
of
new
the
rope felt
half
solid under his grip,
at half
but
back
his
to
mind
what
was
he's
racing
at
with
right now.
every possible scenario.
And that's when he was
What if
starting
this
it.
rope
That's
failed
all.
too? What if he slipped? As he ascended,
I'm an amazing DIYer. I'm an okay DIYer.
Oh, just fucking forget about the fourth one every time.
I'm done. I'm done.
You've said that before.
No, I'm walking.
Still, as bad as I am at doing my own DIY, I'm really pretty good at doing my own custom. Manufacturer's defect. Bessie sends a kit right to your door. It's a quarter price. It's as easy as can be. And, kiddo, are there any more bugs?
No, there isn't any more bugs.
We also don't have a basketball hoop anymore. Yeah, but that's beside the point.
Damn, dude, don't tell me that's gummy. Cool.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. It's a big deal.
Look at that. Look at how we're doing
medium iced
now.
or hot coffee, sausage, egg, and cheese, and
Second
6
time
toasty
for
hash
this.
browns. It's the
Yeah, we
biggest
got
deal in
this.
breakfast.
We got this.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal.
The spray from the stream pelted him relentlessly, making the rope slick and the climb even harder. He could feel his arms burning, the muscles screaming for relief, but he pushed through. The sharp ledge where the original rope had failed came into view. The sight of it sent a fresh wave of fear through him. The groove in the rock was deep, worn smooth from years of use, and he could see the faint fibers of the broken rope still clinging to the edge. He stopped briefly to inspect it, his heart pounding in his chest. This was where Charles's life had ended. A sound snapped him out of his thoughts. A small rock dislodged him from above, tumbling past him and disappearing.
Oh,
into the
that's it for me.
darkness below.
Fuck.
At the surface, the first rescuers were arriving.
God
John
damn it,
briefed
dude. I
them on
even
the situation,
fucking used to
his
help
voice
us.
trembling
Wow,
as he
we were doing
recounted
so
what had happened.
good, too.
The recovery
That's
operation
my fault,
lasted
though.
through the night.
Fucking.
The rescuers
Damn
had
it.
been large, narrow passages near the cave entrance to fit the stretcher carrying Charles's body.
Damn
it was
it.
a slow,
That was
grueling
good, though.
process.
That was a good run.
At one point, a bolt on the hall system failed, sending a shock load through
I
the
think we
rig.
got it, though.
The strain damaged their ropes and carabiners, forcing them to retire
I need
the
2 more
equipment.
levels and I can
The
get a
sharp
new
rocks tore into the
scepter.
sked stretcher as they dragged it to the surface. By the time they finally brought Charles's body out at
Yeah,
7
were you
a.m.
all running
the
with
next
someone
day,
else, though?
Everyone was exhausted. The
Yeah,
aftermath
that's
of
why.
the incident raised serious questions. The rope was sent to a testing facility where experts analyzed its failure. They found that it was a European-style rope with a thinner
Everything's
sheath
fucking harder
and a
with 2
twisted
people in this
core.
game.
While it was rated for a breaking strength of 2,770 pounds, it wasn't as durable as the static ropes typically used in American caving. The tests also revealed that the rope had been under significant stress before it failed. Charles's climbing technique may have contributed to the problem. Using a frog system, which requires a squatting motion to ascend, he likely created a bounce effect that rhythmically stretched the rope. With his weight, these loads could have reached 500 to 800
Hold on a
pounds.
second, I'm gonna check my
The critical failure point was the sharp ledge 20 feet down from the edge of the pit. The rope had pressed against this ledge under tension, and the repeated stretching and abrasion weakened it further. It's possible that a falling rock struck the rope at this point, cutting through the weakened strands. The final analysis concluded that the failure was likely a combination of factors: the weak rope, the sharp ledge, and the bouncing loads. This is how they believe the accident occurred. As Charles Daffinger began his ascent from the bottom of Mega Well Cave, the challenging conditions and his weight created a dangerous situation. At 240 pounds, with his gear and wet clothes pushing him closer to 260 pounds, Charles's movements placed a significant load on the rope. The rope had already been subjected to wear and abrasion from friction against a sharp ledge about 20 feet below the pit's edge, weakening its strength. During the climb, the combination of his climbing technique, using the frog system, and the added weight caused the rope to stretch under tension. At some point during his climb, the rope snapped. As Charles fell, the fall was sudden and violent. The injury from the fall was severe. His body was twisted and his helmet shattered on impact with the cave floor. The force of the fall caused fatal trauma, leaving no signs of life. Charles passed away instantly upon hitting the ground. Caving is always dangerous, but this incident highlights how quickly things can go wrong.
Allies in your
Mixing
presence
equipment
deal 2 to
styles,
6
using
additional
questionable
attack
gear,
physical damage.
and underestimating
Allies in your
risks can
presence
have
deal
deadly
4 to 8
consequences.
additional
Charles
attack fire
Daffinger paid the
damage.
ultimate price for what
Allies in your
seemed like a
presence
manageable
have
trip.
6% increased attack speed.
This is the story of a
Allies in
rescue
your
that
presence
shouldn't have
regenerate
worked.
3.5
A situation so
life per
impossible
second.
that every attempt to fix it only made things worse. In
Should
the
I keep
end, the
pulling or
only
just go
way
with
out
that
was to
one?
make things even more dangerous, to push the
Should I
person in
keep
trouble
pulling or
into
should I
a
just
worse
stay with that
position
one?
before they could be saved. It was either that or leave him there to die. It started as an
any
exciting
buffs,
day.
and I lose
16-year-old Andy Wernamont,
one of my
his father
warriors.
Phil, and
Oh,
two
no?
friends were eager to explore Skunk Cave. The group wasn't
the
new to
fuck?
caving, but they weren't professionals either. It was a casual trip, just some flashlights, a sense of adventure, and the excitement of exploring tight tunnels and winding paths deep underground. The cave was dark, the air damp, and the ground uneven. Every step had to be careful, but that was part of the fun. They crawled through narrow spaces, climbed over jagged rock formations, and pressed forward, eager to see what was around each bend. The deeper they went, the more difficult it became. But nobody was worried. They were focused, but they weren't afraid. That changed in an instant. Andy was ahead of the group when they reached a steep, upward-sloping passage.
Weird.
He was focused on climbing, thinking about where to put it.
Picture this. Saving up to 10% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with USAA. Some things just click.
His hands and feet. He didn't see the crack beneath him, a deep, narrow crevice, barely wide enough to fit a child. It was almost invisible against the rock floor. One wrong step, and the ground disappeared beneath him. His body fell straight down, wedging itself into the crack so tightly that there was no room to move.
All right, you ready?
His shoulders barely fit. His arms were pinned awkwardly. The jagged stone
Oh, you're
tore
already
into
in
his
there?
skin. He tried to breathe, but the rock pressed against his ribs,
Oh, yeah.
making it hard to expand his chest. He could barely turn his head. Phil was only a few feet away. He rushed to help, grabbing at Andy, trying to pull him out, but it was useless. The
I might
space
be
was
doing
too
worse
tight.
than this one.
There was nothing to grip, nothing to shift. Every attempt only made things worse, scraping Andy's body against the rock and causing him more pain. Phil called for the others to get help. They scrambled toward the cave entrance, leaving father and son alone in the crushing darkness. Time passed slowly. There was nothing to do but wait. The cave was cold, and the position Andy was stuck in made everything worse. He couldn't move his arms. His legs dangled beneath him with no support. The rock walls felt like they were pressing in harder every second. Every breath was shallow. The pressure on his chest was constant,
Love
making
that.
it feel like he was suffocating even though there was air around him. The cold crept into his muscles, stealing his strength. When the first rescuers arrived, they saw immediately how bad the situation was. The crevice wasn't just tight, it was crushing. Andy was wedged at an awkward angle, making it impossible to pull him out in a straight line. He couldn't move forward or backward. The team brought in more help, including experienced cavers from the Iowa Grotto. They examined the crevice, trying to figure out a plan. The first idea was to get a support under Andy, something to prevent him from slipping deeper. They wedged boards beneath him, giving him a little bit of stability. But stability wasn't the problem, getting him out was. The rescuers worked for hours. They tried shifting his body, adjusting his position, and testing different ways to pull him free. Nothing worked. Andy's body was giving out. He had been trapped for 12 hours. His limbs were numb, his breathing
that's
shallow.
bad. Doing
The
bad so
cold was
far. We're
draining
gonna
his
do a lot
energy.
more damage.
Hypothermia was setting in. The rescuers knew they were running out of time. Then John Ackerman arrived. He was a seasoned cave explorer, someone who had been in dangerous situations before. He took one look at Andy and realized what the others had been too afraid to admit. They were trying to pull him in the wrong direction. Every attempt so far had been focused on pulling Andy up or back. That wasn't going to work. The cave had him in an unbreakable grip. There was only one way out. He had to go deeper first. It was a terrifying idea. Andy was barely holding on, and now the plan was to push him further down, but there was no other choice. If they didn't move him soon, he wouldn't survive the cold. The plan was simple in theory, but terrifying in practice. The idea was to remove the wooden board that was keeping Andy from slipping further into the crevice, allowing gravity to pull him deeper. Once he was lower, they would attempt to pull him forward and then up. It sounded straightforward, but in reality, it was a gamble with his life. The risks were severe. If he slipped too far, they might not be able to reach him at all. The crevice was already impossibly narrow, and if he sank beyond their grasp, there would be no way to pull him back. Worse, if the rock shifted or the rescuers lost control for even a moment, they could make his situation irreversibly worse. Moving him in any direction was dangerous. His body had been compressed in that space for hours, his limbs stiff and weak from the cold. There was no guarantee that once they moved him,
Dude, it's
he
stupid
would
I can't
become even
revive
more
you
stuck in
inside
an
of
even
shit.
worse
Like when there's
position.
fog on top
But
of you, I can't
there
do
was
shit
no
about
time
it.
left. Andy was fading, and hypothermia was creeping in fast. His breathing had slowed, his
They also
responses
took
were
away
weak, and if they didn't act now,
minions,
his body might shut down
or being able to
completely.
get fucking minions.
The cave was not going to give him back without a fight. The rescuers positioned themselves carefully. One held his wrist, the only point of control they had over his movement. Another crouched below, ready to guide him through the tightest point of the crevice. They knew they had to do this in a single controlled movement. If they hesitated, they could lose him. Slowly, they pulled the board away. Gravity took over. Andy's body dropped further into the crack. For a moment, the entire cave seemed to hold its breath. If he had gone too far, it was over. If his position shifted the wrong way, he might become completely unreachable. Then, before the situation could spiral into catastrophe, the rescuers yanked him forward with everything they had. The tension snapped. Andy slid free. The moment he was pulled from the crevice, relief washed over the rescuers like a flood. His body was weak, nearly unresponsive.
Oh yeah, I'm not even using this skill, I should be.
This freedom and isolation.
Fuck yeah.
No one to tell me
Why
what
have I
to
not
do.
been using that?
Nothing can beat a life like this.
Fuck.
Out of the way, you stupid jocks. We have a serious problem here. Hey, what's up there, loner?
That's partially my fault. I wasn't doing my fucking ultimate.
Even loners have people they want to keep safe.
Where do you think you're going?
Dude, if I wanted to go grind them up, I would go play Elden.
Right. That's what they want. For this to be like Elden.
Ensuring life's journey and experiences along the way. AAA, we're always with you.
I understand how I don't have enough spirit for this now all of a sudden.
He was died out.
I don't think withering presence
But the
really
ordeal
helped
wasn't
me
over.
here.
He had been trapped for hours, and his body had endured extreme stress. His legs barely functioned. His muscles, deprived of movement and warmth for so long, barely responded to his commands. The climb back up was slow and grueling. Every step felt
How is that
heavier than
not
the
a- okay.
last. But he kept moving. By the time he emerged from the cave, he had been trapped for 12 hours. Looking back, it's hard to believe he survived. Andy had been wedged in an almost impossible position, unable to move, barely able to breathe, slowly losing body heat. Every standard rescue attempt had failed, and his condition was rapidly deteriorating. In the end, the only way to save him was to push him further into the problem before pulling him out. It was a move that could have gone horribly
you right?
wrong. If they had waited even an hour longer, the cold might have taken him. If their final attempt had failed, there would have been no second chance. But the risk paid off. And that's what makes this rescue so unbelievable. On December 24th, 2002, Cedar City, Utah. In the common room of a group home for troubled teenage girls, an announcement was about to be made. The girls, some fidgeting with anticipation, others barely paying attention, were about to hear the details of a special Christmas Eve field trip. The large group consisted of a trio of 3 girls named Kerr, Kylie, and Megan. Kerr sat near the back of the room, arms crossed, watching the scene unfold. She had never been superstitious, never one to put much weight on gut feelings. But as soon as the counselor revealed their destination, a cold weight settled deep in her chest. Bloomington Cave. The moment she heard the name, her instinct screamed at her. Something terrible was going to happen. But when she tried to express her concern to the staff, they dismissed it as paranoia. "It'll be fine," they said. "We've done this before." Keir was unconvinced. Across the room, her friend Kylie was chatting with
that's
Megan,
where we usually
excited about the upcoming adventure. The two were inseparable, a bond forged in a place where trust was hard to come by. Kylie was well-liked, kind, funny, always able to lift the spirits of even the most withdrawn girls. But Kerr couldn't shake the feeling that this trip was a mistake, and she was right. Nestled in the remote deserts of southern Utah, Bloomington Cave is one of the most extensive and notorious cave systems in the state. It is a labyrinth of twisting tunnels, narrow crawl spaces, and sudden deadly drop-offs. Since its discovery, Bloomington Cave had been a magnet for adventure seekers and caving enthusiasts. But not all of them made it out. For decades, experienced cavers warned that this cave was too unstable, too unpredictable. The loose rock, the sheer drops, and the utter lack of visibility made it a high-risk environment, especially for the untrained. In the 1950s, the Utah Dixie Grotto Caving Club, a team of professionals dedicated to cave preservation and safety, deemed Bloomington Cave
he's down.
Their recommendation was drastic.
He's up.
The cave should be sealed permanently. Authorities listened at first.
I'm taking the shit out of that,
Explosives
dude.
were used to collapse the entrances, but within months,
I'm not
local
taking the
thrill
shit out of
seekers
those,
pried
though.
open new access points. A second attempt was made to seal it in 1954. It failed just as miserably. By the time the 1970s rolled around, another caving club attempted to properly map the system. They made it 3,000 feet in before they abandoned the project, citing unacceptable
Glad I was
risks.
able to do that.
Then, in the late 1990s, after 3 years of careful mapping, the cave's true size was revealed, over 7,100 feet of twisting, deadly terrain. It was a cave that swallowed the light, a place where mistakes were permanent. And on Christmas Eve,
1 second, you're worrying about your home. And then, thanks to ADT, there's a lot less to worry about. Feel secure enough to let others in with Trusted Neighbor from ADT.
Foul! Jimmy! Hey, I was eating that.
No, Big Daddy. You're eating a
Nice,
toasted
nice.
ultimate Italian with melty provolone.
Think fast! Here's some hot salad! Everyone gets a sandwich!
New toasted sandwiches at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
of 2002, Kylie and her group stepped into its depths. The van rattled down an unpaved desert road, jostling the 15 girls and 5 counselors inside.
Yes!
For most of the ride,
Fuck
the
yeah,
group
dude!
clattered excitedly, eager to escape the
Yeah, bro,
monotony
that
of the
bone
current
fucking
but
rain
as they
does a
pulled
lot
into
of
the barren
damage.
parking lot near
Especially
Bloomington
when
Cave's
charged
south
up.
entrance, an eerie silence fell over the group. The entrance was nearly invisible, just a dark hole in the earth. Years of failed blasting attempts had left it jagged and uninviting. To get inside, they would have to crawl. Before entering, the counselors divided them into 2 groups. The plan was simple. They would move in single file, with a counselor leading the way and another at the back. The girls were instructed to hold hands to avoid getting separated. Then they went in. The air inside was suffocating, stagnant and damp. The walls pressed in from all sides, forcing the group to crouch and shuffle forward. The darkness was absolute. Without their meager lights, they would be blind. And even with them, they could barely see. The group had only 8 light sources between 20 people, 5 headlamps for the counselors, and 3 handheld flashlights shared among 15 girls. The rest had nothing. They were moving by touch alone, feeling their way through the darkness like blindfolded children. Kylie and Megan held onto each other tightly.
Your
At
dexterity,
first,
right?
They whispered
Here, you
jokes to
take this
keep
coat.
their nerves at bay. But as the tunnels grew narrower, their laughter faded. They squeezed through tight corridors, crawled over jagged boulders, and navigated slippery slopes. The cave seemed endless, wrapping around itself in rings of stone. The deeper they went, the more the walls closed in. Then, suddenly, the space widened. They had reached the big room. The big room was a deceptive sanctuary, an illusion of safety wrapped in complete darkness. It was the largest chamber in the cave, an expanse of empty space where the walls and ceilings stretched high above, unseen but present, massive, silent, and suffocating.
Hell yeah, dude, that was good. Took us a minute to get there, but we got it. Yeah. It felt good to fit in it.
We're sitting ducks.
Hey guys, Maven here. Now, from 2001 through 2005, I had the greatest job on earth. I was a WWE wrestler. And in today's video, we're going to... something just doesn't feel right. Hang on 1 second.
Major breaking news, Trump raises the tariff on Chinese goods to 125% due to a lack of respect from Beijing and announced
a 90-day pause on tariffs for other countries that have come to the negotiating table. Oh my God. This is absolute bedlam, and I am here for it. Bravo, Donald Trump. I love this man. I'm having a good time, are you? I'm seeing these liberals all pissed off, like, what do you mean he's lifting the tariffs? Yup, Trump is isolating China. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen or how it's going to play out. Ideally, I'm a fan of tariffs that on a limited capacity, okay? Meaning, tariffs on steel and aluminum I've got no problem with. Tariffs on certain imported goods that can be manufactured in the U.S. I said it from the get-go. I am skeptical on universal tariffs.
All right, I'm in Act 2 now.
They don't work on layer 1. Said it a million times now. But there could be a bigger play at hand. And of course, it appears Donald Trump has just revealed it. He is now bullying China, effectively shutting down
I feel like you're really
Chinese
going against the fucking bill,
manufacturing, which is going to have the biggest impact in the United States. So I'm here for it, baby. Take a look at this from the BBC. They say, this is the live breaking news. China and the EU have hit back at Trump's tariffs, announcing their own levies, 84%. But Trump dropped a Truth Social post. Let's get in here. He says, based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world markets, I am hereby raising the tariff charge to China by the United States of America to 125% effective immediately. Woo-hoo-hoo. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable or acceptable. Conversely, and based on the fact that more than 75 countries have called representatives of the United States, including the Department of Commerce, Treasury, and the USTR, to negotiate a solution to the subjects being discussed relative to trade, trade barriers, tariffs, currency manipulation, and non-monetary tariffs, that these countries have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the U.S., I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Trump announces 90-day tariff pause for some countries. So he's going to say 10%. I'm wondering who that's going to be. The news is breaking as I'm recording this, but I love it. Now let's talk about where the liberals be at. I know we're going to hear it. They're going to say things like, but I thought you were for tariffs. I thought you thought the tariffs were good for manufacturing. These people are such low-ordered thinkers. Heavens me. Now, look, I can't cut any slack for a lot of people on the right who are like, who cares about losing money? Don't look at your portfolios. But I guess it turns out they weren't wrong. The market is likely going to be rebounding. Let's pull up the CNN markets here in real time. I bet the change is tremendous. Oh, man. Millionaires made overnight on Trump's play, with the Dow jumping 2,300 points. The NASDAQ up 8.55%. The S&P is up 6.99. The Dow index 6.28. If you bought the dip, you made bank. If you didn't panic sell, you were fine. Now, it's still down, don't get me wrong, but a massive increase. Could you imagine making 7% in one day? If you're in the NASDAQ, you're making 9.41 in one day.
You want this exalted?
That's amazing, my friends. This is amazing stuff. Now, I don't know that I would buy in right
I
now.
wanted it, but
like, I haven't touched any of my stocks.
I need it for my scepter, but if you want to get it.
Because Trump's going to come out tomorrow, take a dump on the floor, and then everyone's going to start losing their minds again. But I'm here for it. He's bullying China. What he has effectively done, and you know, look, we're going to watch in real time as the stock price continually goes up. Look at this. It's getting better. It's going to skyrocket.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nobody's going to want to miss this gravy train. Here's the interesting thing. If Trump came out and said, I'm putting a 100% tariff on Chinese goods, the market would take a hit. People would complain. They'd say, you're putting businesses out, you're shuttering businesses. Donald Trump did it this way, and I don't know that he did it on purpose. But the end result
Holy
is
shit, what
you
is
get the
this?
market to dip, you then isolate
what is this
China,
thing?
pause the tariffs, China takes the hit. Wow.
Whoa.
Look,
back to normal now.
I think general tariffs on certain things are good. We shouldn't be taking wood from America, sending it to China, and then making products and sending it back, furniture, skateboards, whatever it may be. That's stupid. We make it here. Why are we wasting the energy? Gen Z needs an opportunity to buy homes. They need price changes, they need correction, and they need normalization. Now, as for the market going up, I am fine. I am absolutely fine with the market going down if it means access for the younger generation. I don't know that it means that. Trump pausing the tariffs basically shows there was a play beyond layer one. Now, you can call Trump a crazy guy. My favorite meme was that Donald Trump is not so much playing chicken as he is driving his wife in the car while screaming, "Lord, help me, I will slam this car into a tree with both of us in it." And I don't know, man. This is absolutely wild. Now, I don't know what the end result is going to be. Trump could come out tomorrow, like I mentioned. He could change everything. But as I've been saying for the past several days, Gen Z is in a difficult position. And I don't know that what we're seeing is going to ultimately benefit them in the short term. The Gen Z may just be a lost generation.
Forgot to heal.
Because half of them are dejected and listless, lazy, and culturally stagnant. The other half may be about meritocracy.
You got my minions still helping you, though. That's
for Gen Alpha, at least, shutting down Chinese manufacturing is going to restore a large amount of production. You see, consumer goods in the U.S., about 14% are made in China. But that doesn't also include Chinese-made components, nor specific medications or supplements. So you might have a bike. This is what people don't understand.
Nice.
You might go to the store and buy a bicycle, and it says made in America, and you go, hey, bike made in America, except all the parts were made in China and assembled in America.
Oh, yeah.
So they play
Good
fast and loose. I've seen a bunch of these companies. You've probably seen where it says assembled in America. Not made, assembled. Because China is still taking those jobs. Now, a lot of people are arguing we don't have the capacity to make phones. We don't, and you know, where is Foxconn, for instance? Foxconn, let's pull that one up. Foxconn is in China. It's in China. This means your phones are about to get very expensive, my friends. Oh, wait, it's in Taiwan. Where is it located? I thought it was in China. Okay, the headquarters is in Taiwan. Okay, I was wrong about that. Really? Wow. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, well, that's not going to have as big of an impact on us then, I guess. But I thought they did have one in China. Maybe I'm wrong. Foxconn, China. Yeah, they have a Chinese factory. Significant presence in China. Really? It's weird that Foxconn operates in Taiwan and China, I guess. But yes. Okay, Foxconn does operate in China. Yep, okay. While headquartered in Taiwan, the company earns
I'm dying!
From China. So
you won't
the
stop
factories,
throwing
my
spears
understanding,
at me.
Check it out. They produce major products for American, Canadian, Chinese, Finnish, Japanese, the BlackBerry, the iPad, iPhone, iPod, Kindle, all Nintendo gaming systems, GameCube, DS, Sega, blah, blah, blah. And these are made by Foxconn. So the Switch 2 is supposed to come out. Yo, it is going to be a wild ride as to what happens next. Now, I imagine what China will do is they're going to ship their products to Vietnam or some other territory, then have them shipped here to try and offset the costs. The market has dipped a little bit, but still up 5.64%. And I think a lot of people just made a lot of money. I think the people who bought the dip were probably laughing. And a lot of people on the right were warning. They're saying this is a buying opportunity. Now, I'm not going to tell you to do that. Because like I said, this could change tomorrow. But you need to start considering what an end to Chinese manufacturing means for this country. Okay? A pause on these tariffs means my coffee business ain't going to see any changes. Okay, I guess. Some people already paid
UPS here. My secret layer's here. Up BRB.
Now, the tariffs on China ain't going away. Which means for the businesses that are getting all their products made in China at a discount price, ripping off the American worker, I'd call it, they're probably livid. And I say too bad. I say too bad. It's time to bring these things back to the United States, my friends, and Donald Trump is making these moves. I am excited to see what happens next, because I got to tell you, this is some wild, wild stuff. I hope in the end, whatever Trump pulls off is a net benefit to Gen Z. That's my biggest concern. So when I see the market go up, it doesn't change how I feel, whether it goes up or down. The bigger concern we have is, will there be jobs? Will there be an economy that can function for the next generation to inherit this nation? Or will Gen Z be lost, largely not take over companies, and just be an in-between between millennials and alpha? And alpha actually gets, I have no idea. I kind of don't think so. I'm worried that the moves Trump is making will not alleviate the cultural problems we are seeing with younger generations. We'll see, my friends. More to come. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming up. today. Timcast IRL at 8 p.m. Stick around, and we'll see y'all then.
Check it out. At Planet Fitness, you can get free fitness training.
We're mixing it up.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking my form.
55 lived in 70.
You coming? Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 11th.
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just one step in my journey. Hi, I'm Ronnie, and I teach people all over the world how to dance with their dogs on my website. I was searching for a platform where I can really manage my business, and I found that in weeks. I'm so passionate about dogs and dog dance. It's the most amazing sport in the world, and the fact that in such a short time I was able to build my own business and reach so many people, that's something that makes me super proud.
Hell yeah, my first secret lair. Yeah. It's Deadpool. My Deadpool cards are here. I hate one's a little damaged. They're both a little damaged. I don't like it. Hopefully the cards aren't though. I sent you a photo. Alright. I'm headed back. Where you at? In real life or in game? Ah damn, dude. Could've... Calm down, Asmongold. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Arsonists aren't doing shit damage. Yeah. How the fuck did you get to the boss? Oh, these bodies real quick.
Up there, the leader of the pack.
Yeah, I'm not getting you up. Good news is I don't really run out of mana anymore. Bad news is I just died.
Yeah, right off the rip. The rest of the sun game.
We'll get it. Fuck, dude. We almost have him and I'm getting fucked. That's gonna go through 3 charges of my fucking... We gotta get him now. Got it. Nice. I can't wait till I'm able to bring back bosses. Situation like that occurs and I just bring back the boss real quick on them.
beast is on the rise. Thank you.
A lot of people in Act 2.
I am a Sala, the remainer.
How many shards you got? I think. Oh no, I was gonna say I think I got one, but I don't. I guess I might. Let me see. No. I think I got. Yeah, I got one shard. Here you go. Now you can take it. Well, I don't need just one.
At Trex, we're excited to build great things in Little Rock. And building great things starts with building.
I'm here to tell you that there are some people in our society that are just violent. They're calculated.
I pray to God we find this guy.
Deliberate in their actions.
Please help us find him.
They stop at absolutely nothing to prey on others.
That's all I ask.
And that's exactly what we experienced within the New Mexico State Police.
5 o'clock in the morning on March 15th, 2024, a New Mexico State Police trooper pulls behind an apparent broken-down vehicle to assist. Unbeknownst to the trooper, the man he will soon speak to has just gone on a rampant crime spree. Although this footage is taken in New Mexico, Jeremy Alexander Smith began his crime spree 1,500 miles away in Marion County, South Carolina. There, Jeremy allegedly kidnapped a woman named Phonesia Machado IV, taking her hostage after stealing not just her vehicle, but her roommate's handgun. This is a repeated offense for Jeremy, as his past charges include taking hostages and rioting in jail, burglary, breaking and entering, armed robbery, resisting and evading police, auto theft, and shooting at or from a motor vehicle. 2 days have passed since her kidnapping, during which Phonesia's family members promptly reported her missing. At the time, Phonesia is a paramedic crew chief for Florence County.
Yeah, I need to go get some sleeves for the secret lair.